It's trying.
It is trying.
Not very well.
Beep, beep.
Okay.
Replace what thing with?
The arm blade thing that I couldn't do. 'Cause
Right.
it turns out that was a specific thing, and I was trying to do some.
Okay. I think we're up and running. Hello guys. It has been a minute. We are back with the Origins of Cyric campaign, and we are gonna continue this fucked up adventure. I mean, a fantastic adventure. But before we get to that, run through some quick announcements. Obviously, tomorrow, I believe I'll have to talk to Stumbler, but I think we might be starting the Island of Cruelty a little bit earlier tomorrow, because he has to go. I think he got called into work. Maybe that's next week. I can't remember. Not his keeper, so I wouldn't know. Other than that, most of our streams should be on per normal, except for the one that was mentioned by either Grim or Zone for the Tuesday Baldur's Gate 3 stream for the Meat Wagon. And lastly, make sure you go check out Rose Warrior Gaming. She's been, helping me with tech support, making sure everything's, running properly, working properly. And we love her greatly and we appreciate her. So please go check her out on Twitch. Give her some love as well. Other than that, I'm going to simply, I know it's going to come up with one of them, but I'm going to call people's names. Please shake or nod your head if you have any announcements. Kay? Oh, you have an announcement? Okay, alright. Go ahead and speak. You're on the big screen.
Stream is brought to you by Daddy.
Yep, that's...
Fully sponsored.
That's what I was waiting for. That one right there.
You're welcome.
Alright. Thank you, Kay. Saiuki, anything on your end? And how about you, Bran? Alright, perfect. Wow. This goes a lot quicker than the Saturday one.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know, kidding. But I suppose instead of sitting here and, wasting time, why don't we dive right into this fantastical adventure that has been on hold for a little while. Last we left off, and correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Fuck you.
No.
Lobotomy, that's right.
DIY lobotomy. DIM, sorry. DIM lobotomy.
We had just gotten in some coffins. Got loaded into the
Boxes.
back of the cart.
What was it? Coffins?
Get-
I thought it was just boxes.
Or boxes.
You weren't
So-
sure. It felt like coffins when you got locked.
Similar.
Nailed in. But at the start of the last session, we had picked up right after, you guys had seen Alabaster's family up on bikes. Wound up eventually getting information from some of the town guard and seeing the absolute dick muncher of a man who serves the guy who Alabaster claims killed his family. Waiting as well. In turn, you guys wound up getting hid by Cyric's sister-in-law, and then who promptly told you guys to stay in hiding until Sylvia could get you guys out of the city safely to a neighboring town where the military was supposed to be bringing goods. During this wait period, some good things happened. But we also found out some of the dark history of our dear artificer's backstory, Eris. Meeting who one of you or two of you found out was a god known by the name of Ziotomy. Transported to his plane in your sleep with some very unpleasant awakenings afterwards.
Just a few.
A lot of your week there was tormented by these. And eventually, stated before, the time came and you guys were shut into boxes that were nailed shut.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't we drugged a little bit beforehand, or was that just Eris? Like, hey, can we dope her up before we put her in the box?
That
just to be
was
safe?
just Eris, because
Okay.
the
I thought so.
other...
I mean, to be fair, she does use an Eldritch as a teddy bear, so...
yeah, the other three were, kind of enough in their, headspace to be able to manage it enough to where they don't freak the hell out in a very, 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 very dark box.
She went in peacefully. She was good. Like, she was awake, so just like, this is fine.
I would say probably after a good 8 to 10 hours, they eventually pull the cart over to the side of the road, open up your guys' boxes, and then allow you guys to ride in the cart. To kind of, for sake of brevity, if you guys have any conversations, we can do some RP stuff now. Otherwise, we will be time skipping to the town that you guys will be arriving at.
Is it a one-day trek or is it a multiple-day trek?
It's about a week and a half worth of travel, depending on any problems that may arise in the road.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. Just every night I would be casting Forbiddance when we sleep, so that nothing can teleport in and out of the area. There's no planar travel, all the good stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, and I'll pick Celestials. Probably couldn't be in here, as long as there's no weird things that happen with that to people that are in our party. If so, I would change it.
You choose Celestials?
Yeah, I'd tell them before.
Alabaster will definitely have a bit of an issue with this.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave it so they don't get damaged. I'll keep it so they don't get damaged, but I'll at least make it so that they we can't get access, so we can't get sucked out like we did in town.
Okay. Sounds good. Your nights seem to be peaceful. You don't seem to have any issues with Eris throughout this time. But it's really, really hard to tell. As she still is, sleeping with, making sure she's over by Oakif at night. So he's got that,
Under the bed.
There's no bed. You're in a cart.
Oh, yeah.
You're camping on the road. You're not sleeping underneath Oakif's sleeping bag.
Could you imagine?
Dig a hole.
Sleeping under the tent.
Do I got something to do that? Let's just see. Let's just see.
I got Stone Shape for you.
Oh boy. Oh, I know what we forgot to do in this time frame. Bran, we were going to chat more on your backstory, and we never got around to that.
Do you have amnesia? We did.
I'm pretty sure I was here for that.
We did. Yeah,
God.
we did.
So much has happened between now and then.
Yeah, because I think we were chatting in a different chat, and then I was like, let's talk backstory stuff. And
Yeah,
go to a
'cause you're
different
like,
channel, and then
Let's leave
Kay-
Kay. I was
Kay
like,
was
cool.
really sad about it.
Yeah, now I remember that now.
I love that. My pain, the jugs, the memory. Emotional damage. That rings a bell.
Kay was depressed. That's right.
Mhm.
Oh,
Either way, you guys, by whatever means you guys sleep, it's, fairly unnervingly peaceful travel. Especially after everything you guys just went through in the last week. Before long, you can start to see the coast kind of getting ready to sidle up with the road you guys are currently on. And as you guys, I'd say, are about a half to a quarter's day travel outside of the place she's bringing you guys, she will look over and be like, "Alright, so I have managed to get in contact with a close friend of mine here in this town.
could you don't?
I agree. Silence. Thank you. They have agreed to put you guys up, at least for the first few months, till you guys can either A, get your feet underneath you, or B, move on. They're not exactly up to code, but they are trustworthy. I would just advise that everyone glances at Alabaster. Mind your manners. She's not too keen on being, having her privacy trampled. She has a business she runs, and secrecy is of the utmost importance.
We'll do our best to keep out of her hair.
Of course. I would greatly appreciate that. Other than that, this town's mostly unseen by a lot of the religious folks. So you guys should be, for the time being, unnoticed by him. You shouldn't have any issues with him. If they come looking, well, I couldn't think of anybody else better to hide you guys. Now, since we are heading into a new city, and I'm not sure you've been here before, it is a port city, constantly bustling with business. Business of all kinds. Did you guys have any questions before we get there?
What was the city name? I don't know if we caught that.
You know, we don't come here very often. Give me a minute here.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Whoville.
No.
That's what though.
What kind of town is it?
The port city.
Port City.
Port City?
Yeah.
Portland.
Portland.
Why can I not spell traveled? What the fuck?
It is Shemford.
And your contact? Does she have a name, title that she goes by?
I will let her introduce herself. She's a
He
friend of...
doesn't know.
Oh no, I have the name in front of me.
We're not that close.
I prefer not to share it in front of those I do not know are as tightly sealed as my lips are. You'll find out soon enough. And trust me, if you guys are looking for work, she'll have plenty of work for you to make money.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Of course.
Out of curiosity, are there any commoners nearby while they're having this conversation, or is this in a private setting?
Oh, you have her entire guard detail. Which is why she's not sharing everything. These
Okay.
are ones who she trusts not to, like, open their mouths about Cyric. But they're still soldiers of the kingdom, and, you get the
Okay, so
feeling.
no, there are no commoners like from the village around.
No, you guys are still about a half a day to a quarter's day worth of travel out.
Okay. I was just curious.
You want to start giving presents already.
No. I promise.
Okay.
Bitch, I can only do 5 of those things at a time right now. I'm not that magical yet. I'm gonna waste it on a peasant.
Meanwhile, at this point, Alabaster's kind of just sat at the back. He's at this point kind of cut his hair. Has gotten into different attire. There is art in the NPC's chat updated on what he looks like now.
One would say his new favorite band is My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, that's fitting.
He's been quiet for a lot of the journey. Seemingly just kind of mulling things over, deep in thought. But that, easy smirk for him from before hasn't been so frequent. Which is understandable in some of the circumstances, but almost to an unnerving amount.
Eris is definitely gonna go sidle up beside him. Just sit down. What's up, buddy?
Eris, why don't you make me a perception check?
Sweet. Perception. Fun fact, viewers, my computer's shit, so I have to use my phones to roll for everything. You said perception, right?
Correct.
It's a 15.
As you're kind of sitting there, I'm assuming just what I have pictured in my head is, you know, Eris sitting at the end of the cart, kicking her legs off the edge,
Yep.
kind of swinging.
She's
them
got
back
her
and forth.
Eldritch cannon on the ground and it's just doing some little dance. No music is playing whatsoever. It's clearly all in her head, but it's got a bop going.
You notice, I would say roughly 150, 200 feet back. Notice this figure walking in the same direction as you guys. Has this low hooded green cloak. Dark green. And from this distance looks like a fairly thin humanoid. Other than that, it's really hard to make out details. That is something you notice as you're sitting back there having your dance to a bop.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how many travelers have we seen on the road, just on the trek here from?
I'd say you've seen a few caravans going back and forth, but nothing too crazy. Not an abnormal low or high amount.
Does anybody else see the figure?
Everyone else is currently talking.
Oh. Is it just me sitting on the cart, or
Alabaster's back there, but he's kind of deep in thought right now.
okay? She'll kind of just be sitting there, I guess. Like she's like moving her hand around, like almost like the cannon's like on a string, like a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just kind of stop, see the person, and then kind of like give Cyric a tap.
Kind of shakes his head. Yes, there's...
She kind of points. She's like, "Do we say hello, or make them go?" And then you'll see the cannon kind of stop and turn to face.
Eris, it would not be wise to try and start a fight with a possible commoner. It would be very detrimental to what we're trying to do. Just lay low.
Do we say hello?
I say if they wish to speak, we let them do it first.
Just kind of nod and then just go back to the dancing. Just like,
Right. If there's nothing else, the rest of the day goes on pretty quickly. Before long in the distance, you can see the spires of the city over the crest of a hill. You don't see the city first, except for these giant walls. What looks to be the peaks of a mountain, a small mountain range. And as soon as it comes in view, she says, "Welcome to Sherford. Home of merchants and the underworld." And not the undead type, like the black market.
Oh, okay.
Underworld.
Sorry, I was you piqued my interest there. Ubella just kind of put her head up.
Ooh, underworld? Oh, rock underworld. Before long, you guys are noticing quite a large line in front of the gates where there's a bunch of merchants. They've got their caravans sidled up right up to the door. Goods of all sizes, shapes, colors, materials, from clothes to jewelry to armors to weapons. You see a whole lot of it here. And at this, Miss Storm will kind of look back at you guys. Well, if you want time to stretch your legs, now would be the time. We might be sitting a while.
Eris cartwheels off the cart.
Yeah.
Just stands to stretch.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Hop off. Stretch the legs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hop off as well.
At this point, I will allow everyone to make perception check.
This is a real nice stretch.
Ooh.
Feels real fucking good.
As you guys are standing there kind of stretching, and Eris, you're in like mid-cartwheel, you kind of come down, land on your feet. And the rest of you guys see her land right in front of this hooded figure. Eris, as soon as you land, probably going, yeah, kind of stretching, victory pose, whatever you happen to do, kind of hear. It's good to see that the young folk are still alive. Why don't you go ahead and make me a wisdom save there, Eris, as you hear that voice?
Let's see. It's an 18.
Guys, watch. The two of you, probably a little farther away, because Eris is, Eris, all over the place. See Eris stop for a second and almost her body freezes up. And then she crumples. This cloaked gentleman very deftly kind of reaches out, loops his arms underneath her armpits, and helps lower her to the ground very gently.
Oh,
That's not weird at all.
Very
Yeah, I'll start going over there.
energetic, I see. Tuckered herself out. It seems
we-
your companion is overexerted.
that was a really big stretch, my guy. I don't know what to tell you. She Taco Bell hard. Since she passed out, I'm gonna pee real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, as I'm walking over there, I'll just kind of do one of these and cast True Seeing.
You cast it. Nothing reveals itself.
The guy just looks like a regular guy.
Looks like an elf.
Okay.
Long pointed ears. I will say that there is a lot of innate magic to this entity.
Sorry about our friend, and I'll go to pick her up.
He'll
Had a long trek.
very respectfully kind of like take a step back, let you help her. Oh no, it's fine. My late daughter was all full of energy and vinegar as well.
Sorry if she caused you any trouble, and I'll
Of course not.
Yeah. I'll pick her up and start walking towards the cart. Can I try and see like what happened to her? If it was overexertion or
Make a medicine check. Looking her over, she doesn't look like there's any medical reason why she should have passed out. She doesn't look overexerted, not past what she,
Big stretch, my
normally
dude.
Her body's, she's not breathing hard. When you kind of like open her eyes to look, they're not dilated in any way. Just
This head rush. Woo!
I mean, she just looks unconscious, right? Not in pain or anything like that.
Nope. I will say this, Okif. Since Uvella is currently dealing with that, you do notice that this point, Cyric kind of like tenses up, and for the first time in most of the trip, he's actually very, very aware of the surroundings.
Yeah, like locked in.
Oh man, finally took notice.
Yeah.
He turned off the sad playlist.
Eris,
Yep.
as soon as you fall unconscious,
Oh.
you see that dream you have constantly. And you hear a voice this time. It's alright, Eris. I'm taking you away from him. We need to hurry. It's only gonna hurt you more. I can't allow that. And you see, as you kind of turn to look at whatever's speaking to you, you see this man with bright green eyes, long black hair, elvish ears, very angular features. Very magical in nature. And it's about this point as Uvel is finishing, looking you over, you just kind of wake up. I don't know.
I feel like she'd kind of just sit up and just Papa.
Well, hold on. I can't hold you that much, and I'll fucking drop her. You okay?
I will say with this sudden, excitement happening between your guys' group, as soon as you guys look up to see where that guy is, he's gone. Out of trace.
Okay. Even out to 120 feet?
Now to 120 feet.
Perfect. That guy do anything to you? You okay? Alright. I'll help you stand back up, I guess.
Ma'am, can I help you?
I'll go over to Cyric and be like, do you know who that was?
No, but he has a very similar energy to, well, Eris and celestial in nature. Not a god. Not an ASMR either.
Do you think he'll come back?
I don't know. My kind and Eris's kind are mysterious subjects. With varying interests.
You and Eris are similar in that way?
I would say so. I felt that Eris and I have had a very similar features.
Does your hair also change length and color without you cutting it?
No, I think that has something to do with her humanoid race. Heritage.
Yeah, I can attest to that, I think.
Now, mind you, I also couldn't tell you if I could or not. Never had a chance to meet my parents or understand my own heritage.
Have you ever tried?
Many times. 153 years on this planet, and trust me, I've tried.
Damn, you're old.
Don't feel that way.
Marvella, that's not polite.
I'd be dead at that age, that's all I'm saying. I think.
I mean, I'm 210, so.
Damn, you're really old. I guess age
Okay.
never really came up, huh?
Not polite.
At this, you hear Sylvia go, I don't want to fucking hear it.
I was saying age is just a number.
We all know Sylvia's also an elf, so
Yeah.
her looks definitely betray her true age.
Kind of quietly so Eris doesn't hear. While we're at it, do you know how old Eris is?
No.
Nope. Off her own world. She off her own world.
You just have that scene playing out in your head again, over and over and over. The more you study it, considering I'm gonna give you a benefit and a negative to rolling that nat 1. Nat 1, you notice nothing going on in the fucking physical world right now.
What
But
is
you
reality?
do recognize a dark green cloak that the gentleman in your vision dream was wearing. Anyway. After a few hours, you guys eventually make it up to the gate as sundown is starting to catch up. And guards don't even question. Let you right on into the city. It's at this point that you notice Alabaster starting to go by. Instead of Alabaster, he refers to himself as Cyric. Dead. Guys make your way into the city. Once you guys are a good distance in, Sylvia kind of says something to one of her people. Then she turns to you guys and goes, "Alright, this way. After I drop you off, it might be a while. But feel free to reach out if you need to."
No.
And she'll start taking you guys. Where you guys enter is right here. These gates are right here. She immediately starts taking you kind of along the edge of this cliff here, down this little path that you see kind of going down the cliff into more of the Undercity, that darker part right below that.
I know you said that it wasn't a very religious city, but just on the way, can I try and look out for any temples or anything like that?
I mean, you notice, like, you don't notice any temples, but you notice some, like, small churches.
Okay, yeah.
And they're nothing big. They've got priests. They don't have, like, you know, clerics and paladins and shit like that. They're just places of worship.
Gotcha. And it's kind of like a one-size-fits-all kind of church where you just go to worship whatever deity you worship. It's not, like, specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's most of them are multi-purpose. Though you do notice that your goddess is not.
Man. Alright.
There's a few that aren't on there, but yours is not included. After a little while, winding through down the cliffside, and then eventually into the Undercity, it would be what you would imagine a slum. A lot of beggars. Every now and again you'll see cutthroats kind of like, well, not cutthroats, but thieves kind of like dash through the alleys, grab something, and hear say, "Hey, that's my purse!" Simple things like that.
So we're just perusing through town, right?
Yeah,
Guys are
I'm not going to
walking.
stand out and try and help people, I think. At the moment, anyway.
So there's just plenty of commoners walking around us. Safe to say within 10 feet.
Commoners walking around, yeah.
One randomly shits their pants. then we just keep walking.
You shit their pants. Understood.
Oh yeah, I shit their pants.
Okay.
He shit
Justification.
Or on his
Random
sentence.
commoner just walking on through.
And they just stop.
Does
and
not
they're
even
like, "Who
look at
shit my
them.
pants?"
Just
Just like, poor old
Shit
guy
my
with a
pants.
fucking cane.
oh, better.
Oh, I left my diapers at home. It just keeps going. Other people just like, oh. Not as much of a reaction as you'd think.
Still funny.
But eventually you guys come across an outhouse. And Sylvia stops in front of it. And she'll kind of reach out, give a light knock on the outside of this, like, 5x5 outhouse. A minute passes. 2 minutes pass.
Sure he's home? He's home?
Well, it'll take her a minute.
Got all that shit to clean up, or?
I wouldn't say that. Keep in mind what I said on the card.
Keep out of their hair. Yep.
And eventually the door opens up. You see this woman poke her head out. And I will post her picture in the reference art here, or the NPCs.
Mhm.
This is good music. I like this music. I would hope I like this.
So they were like standing kind of like close nearby, right?
I think all of us are standing outside of a house right now.
Yeah, you guys are standing outside the outhouse. I'll give said person a name in a minute, because you don't know it. But this lady with these startling, like, yellow amber eyes, bright red mane of hair, these dark leathers. She kind of pokes her head out, looks around. You guys couldn't stick out more than a sore thumb. Get in.
In the outhouse.
Yes, the outhouse. At this, Alabaster's just gonna shrug, takes
Yeah.
the lead, walks in.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okif, as you're coming in, you notice Alabaster kind of like stops and is like, watch out for the hole. And he, lowers himself and starts climbing down this ladder.
In the
Yep.
nice. I'm gonna use prestidigitation and unshit this toilet, and then climb down.
You do that. Alright, sounds good. You start
Yeah,
climbing
yeah.
down. Uvella, you walk in. There's a fresh toilet in here now.
Nice and clean.
But there's a big hole right where the toilet should be.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Can I take a look down and see how far down the hole is?
You see Okif, you see Alabaster, and then you see darkness. Both of them are still climbing the ladder. I'd say about 15 feet below you is Alabaster.
Yeah, I guess I'll climb down. Are the handles like clean?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
bright,
we'll climb
bright
down.
silver. Followed behind is Eris. There's a fresh, clean toilet and a hole.
Oh, wide is this hole out of curiosity?
It's 5 by 5.
Okay, so like,
It looks like
I'm trying.
the toilet or the floor got pushed up.
The only random thing I'm asking, like, could two people comfortably fit in this space?
No.
Like, is the ladder okay? Oh, well, that ruins that.
You can fit one by one down the space.
Oh. I can't. Yeah, she's gonna use the ladder.
Start heading down the ladder.
Not happy about it though.
Sylvia follows behind you. And then the bright red-haired lady follows behind as she closes the outhouse door, climbs in, and reaches up, grabs this rope, and pulls the floor back down. And plunges you guys into complete darkness for a second. Before these torches start to flick to life along the side of the chamber. And you notice the first one, she just kind of reaches out, and kind of her fingers being pulled away from it. But the other one's almost like, I wouldn't say they're torches. It's more like this metal grate that goes down. It must have like this oil on it, but not enough to, send it woof, and, engulf you guys. But it lights your way down. To answer your question, Nuvella, you're about 200 feet up off the ground.
Okay, awesome. It's a
The long drop.
little worried about all the methane gas here because it's a toilet and fire, but it's all right. We're just gonna keep going down.
For long, Okif, you're the first after Alabaster for your feet to touch ground. And here you are. Off to the left side of the map, you'll notice where the entrance is.
Yes.
You may feel free to drag yourself down and onto the map as you guys slowly bank your way down and into this section. Yes, I understand. I will drag you on for you because you can't do anything.
I was gonna try, but alright.
I can drag him.
Oh, that's right. I gave you
Yeah.
permissions to help. Oh, he's not at that. Oh, fuck. That's right. He's hurting right now. Ah, that's right. That last fight
Nearly
hurt
dead.
him. Let's fix that. He's got a little more HP than that. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Then following behind will be Sylvia. Yes, there is no walls.
Yes.
You will have
God
to.
damn, Avella, come down!
You will have to refrain from jumping through the walls.
Sorry.
Also, I don't know why I didn't update that token. Okay.
I didn't.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Awesome.
So I'll go over to the red-haired lady once they all come down.
You know, we have plenty of dining rooms and chairs in the next room if you keep walking.
Oh, all right.
I'm not going to be moving everything. I'm just pretending you guys do. But you said as soon as they all get down, you're like, I'm going to go talk to her. She's like,
Yeah.
Next room. We'll talk. Sit down.
Yep, I ain't touching mine. I just tried to. Everything had a stroke.
Yeah, don't touch it then.
I'm not dead.
Your computer that's gonna have a fucking stroke, not mine. Once you guys get in here, definitely reminds you of almost like a thieves guild. It's not dirty. Seems fairly well maintained. There's multiple spots as if for multiple different people, as if she's not alone down here. Then she'll kind of direct you guys to one of the tables. Sits down.
Is there any sort of breeze down here? Or is it like stale dead air?
Oh, it is dead as fuck.
Stagnant.
So I hear that you guys need a place to lay low for a while. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
You may call me Genesis. I am the guild master here. There are a couple others. Feel privileged. Not many non-guild members get to come down here. Unblindfolded.
Blindfolded down the ladder would be pretty rough.
It would be, wouldn't it? It's a long climb. You wouldn't be the first person I've seen fall, either. Nonetheless, you were not tied, you were not blindfolded, and you made it down safely. I wish to know who it is that I have in my guild hall.
Amubella? I'll reach out to shake her hand.
She'll gingerly reach out and take your hand, shake it. You will notice there's a bunch of different scars all along her exposed skin.
Yeah, and I'm Okif, Opal Coat.
The pleasure,
You might know
Mr.
some of my
Okoko.
relatives, so.
I've done business. Welcome. And you, miss?
Iris.
You seem like a hyper one. And you're Alabaster Cyric, the exile and refugee. Yes, my lady, it would be I. I do not wish to cause you any troubles. But should you need any help around here, let me know. Keep that in mind. Olivia, it seems your friends have improved since the last you were here. At least the majority of these ones seem to have manners. You know how it is, Genesis. Not everyone can be cut from the same cloth. True. Either way, it's a nice change of pace. And I suppose, Sylvia, you have business to attend to while you're in the city? Sylvia just kind of gives her a nod. Then, for safety's sake, please get out. The longer you're here, the longer you put the location in jeopardy. No offense. And Sylvia's just kind of give her a nod. You notice this little smirk. Like this, familiarity that she's got under her face. Like, yep, been here, done this, understood. And at this moment, you notice she takes out a small pouch, sets it on the counter table wherever you guys are sitting. Thank you. Be sure to take good care of them. They're good people. And she'll make her way back. This Genesis will walk around the side of the bar. I will say this. Okif, go ahead and make me a history check because of your background.
Okie 7.
This is a lot to take in. He just went from bright outside sunny to suddenly really dark and a long drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this lady definitely has some poise to her. No, maybe not poise. She's demanding. Knows what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
She demands respect, I suppose, is a better way of putting it. She'll walk around the bar, takes out 4 glasses, kind of sets them up, pulls out this amber filled bottle and fills up a little bit of each of them. These are your first free drinks and last free drinks. Rooms are 5 silver a night. Now, if you wish to bundle in meals and drink with that, it is a gold per day. Life in the city is not cheap. And as someone who runs a Thieves' Guild, it is not cheap to put up freeloaders in my guild. I do not ask that you take my emblem, that you take my coat of arms or such and such, but I ask that you carry your weight. So enjoy your free drink, and then I will show you to your rooms. I'll allow you four to gather yourselves. I'll be back when I'm ready.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And at that, she'll push herself off the counter and turn and walks over to 2 or 3 other cloaked individuals or like masked individuals. Starts having a conversation with them. You assume business of some sort. Leaving you four to kind of talk. Well, she's a charmer, isn't she?
Yeah, something like that. I like her hair, though.
It's quite vibrant.
I appreciate the safe place to stay, but I really don't like being underground like this. Very.
Are you
Damn.
claustrophobic?
No, I just prefer being closer to the skies.
Fair enough.
She really didn't like the ladder. Honestly made her madder than an adder.
So this place makes you uneasy.
Yeah, to some extent. I mean, it'll do, but I don't want to stay here any longer than necessary. And expensive.
Honestly, for this city, that's actually fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Most inns around here will charge you almost 5 gold a night, not including food or drink. They don't call it the city of the black market for no reason.
Everybody's got money, I suppose. Except us.
We have coin.
We do?
Okay, just kind of. Yes, yeah, we still have coin.
If Daddy
I think
says
we
we
handle
do,
all
it must be true.
About
Yeah, it's a good thing you handle all the finances.
500 and some gold.
Good thing it's the finances.
Yeah, that's why I handle.
All we have
I'll
to
see
do
what I
is
can do for my food,
look at
but-
our Thursday campaign on who has more money. and who has the least money, and we know who's best at handling their money.
Hey man, I might have the most money now.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't think you do.
That's true, actually. I forgot that there was the
There's still Akia there.
rich bitch. Yeah,
Okay,
rich
is still
bitch.
there, yeah. And I have like
But
3K.
for how long?
Was that a threat?
Promise.
I feel threatened. Akia will remember this.
Branchly will chain this information.
So, how long do we think we're staying here?
I'm unsure. Probably until we can get a roof over our own heads.
Mhm.
It would not be ideal to live on the streets. I mean,
Yeah, no.
you saw how it was up there yourselves.
Mhm.
You value your coin purse. The streets are definitely not where you want.
Are we trying to find a place in this city or another one?
Honestly, either way, I don't care.
I mean, I don't know how you feel, but we could always catch a boat and go somewhere. We are in a port town. Grass is always greener somewhere else, right? I mean, nobody here
is-
likes me. Nobody here likes you.
Grass is always thought to be greener on the other side, but there's always troubles on both. The illusion of green usually fades away upon reaching your destination.
But at least we wouldn't be hunted.
That you're
As
aware
much.
of. Ah, there's the catch.
Suppose it would be good to find out what everyone thinks. Like you said, this city, to me, is nice in the fact that it's not completely ruled by gods and all the churches, but it's also not a very nice place to live.
Which is this
Yeah.
section. There are nicer sections in this area. But I understand where you're coming from. Don't misconstrue that. The nicer districts are usually inhabited by corrupt politicians and richer folk, and the lower districts are run by the people who are less fortunate, destitute, and desperate. Arius, have you fallen asleep?
It did kind of look like it.
Just like poke, poke. We are not role-playing sleep, Kay.
I'm just listening.
But it would be fun.
I've heard that one before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coda.
I mean,
Hey, you actively could see him, man. It's just like,
Hey.
Oh, I can actually
Well-
give her a name now.
nice. You pulled up in the random name generator.
No.
Rude.
I mean, I heard you introduce yourself as Cyric now. Is that what you're going by?
For now, most people knew me as Alabaster in previous cities.
Did it
Cyric
change
is
your
the
name
name
sometime?
that I was given when I was dropped off at the orphanage, so.
Hmm.
Surname, I should say. But its meaning isn't inherently good. In the celestial language, it means trickery.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, but when you're trying to do good, the last thing you want people to realize when they hear your name is Alabaster Trickery. Go over well with locals.
I don't know. I suppose we should leave it to the rest of you all what you want to do, but in my opinion, would we go somewhere new? Somewhere far away? We could start our own place. Not deal with either thieves on the streets or corrupt politicians. Create our own place of worship for your deity and my own.
That won't be a problem. You do notice he does not have a symbol on his outfit anymore.
Ah. I'll just I'll put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You'll find your faith again."
Oh, I'll find it all right.
I feel like Eris would lean into Bella and be like, cynical Cyric has gotten quite serial. That's right. Full circle, baby.
Why don't you guys make me a perception check?
Yay.
Do the perception.
God damn. What is this, dude?
She
Bella.
whispers what she does to Bella and just tap dances away.
Off in one of the corners. Off in this, like, two-person table. You recognize a figure. With a green cloak. Sitting down having a drink.
I deserve an advantage.
Is it is the seat next to him open?
He's sitting by himself.
I'll grab my one free drink that I have not taken a sip of yet, and go over and sit next to him. Just say, fancy seeing you here. Kind of
Place
snuck
for
off
those
on us
who-
before.
Yes. And many very, far more important matters to attend to.
I see. Were you scouting what was coming into the city?
Very attentive this one must be.
How many drinks were on the counter?
There is one for each of you.
Okay.
Cyric's drinking his.
He takes Oakip's as
Oakip's.
well.
I don't think you would, because I sat down and have
Aw,
it in my hand, and I
sad.
wouldn't have let go of it.
That's
So
I mean, I did do a sleight of hand.
I will
You
say
can
this: you reach out
try
to
to take it.
You very nimbly, without him realizing, get your hand on the mug, and then Okavus kind of like feels this resistant pulling on the mug.
Would just like swat your hand over, not like aggressively, just like get.
You drink your own.
I'll give this. I'll kind of look in his mug, and if it's anything under full, I'll offer. I'll kind of like slide mine over to him.
You
Hey,
want free drink, huh?
Yeah. I'll, I think it'd be. I think it'd be put to better use with somebody who would enjoy it. And here's to greener pastures.
Greener pastures. I like it. He'll take his drink that he had before. You'll notice this drink that he's drinking is golden hue when he sets it down when you looked at it.
Mm.
Very rich looking. You also haven't seen anything like this Except in storybooks and religious texts. And it is called ambrosia. The drink of the gods. He kind of waves his hand over the drink that you gave him. You watch as the surface shimmers for a second before it shifts and changes to a very similar golden hue. You're quite the curious one, I assume.
I do like new information, yes.
Well, you came over here with purpose, and it sure as hell wasn't just to ask if I was scouting you on the road. I am no fool.
I'm curious, and I don't mean to sound like I'm accusing you of anything, but did you do anything to my friend? I checked her out, and there was nothing wrong with her.
Takes a drink. Takes a very slow swig off of it. Or takes it, sets it back down. I did nothing except provide her a flash of the past. Nothing magical. Offered her familiarity.
You know about her past.
I know quite a bit about her. I know quite a bit about a lot of people.
Anyway, you'd share some of that information. There's something I could do for it. We have a bit of our own conundrum in that regards.
Be careful of her father. Your petty spells won't keep her safe forever. Zugatami isn't held at bay that easily. If anything, you're amusing him.
That thing is her father?
One of them.
I'd say, like, while they're having that conversation, Eris is probably, like, sat, like, not in the chair, but, like, on the bar beside Okiv, just kind of swinging her legs. Probably has consumed at least half this drink at this point.
I doubt you've consumed any of his drink at this point.
No, her own.
Oh, your own.
Yeah,
okay.
no, her own.
I was like, I don't think you consumed any of his drink.
Elaborate straw into straw into cup.
I mean, she's an auditor. She has the tools. You know, what would I have to roll for that? Just.
That would require straws.
I
Or
mean, we're
piping.
sitting at a bar. She's got to reach for.
It's plastic. Straws have not quite yet been invented yet.
I would like to cast
What would I have
fabricate
to
and invent
roll?
plastic.
Ah! Yeah! Alright, what do I
I'm kidding. I don't have it. Actually, I think I do, but I don't know about plastic.
I love how the paper straw state person is trying to create plastic here.
Dude, fuck paper straws. I kid you not. I got a stash of regular ass straws because of that
Okay.
bullshit.
Hear me out.
Wow, you really don't care
No.
about turtles.
Hear me
Bro.
out. If I roll enough high enough Arcana, I create these straws.
Don't have anything to make it from yet.
You have wood straws that exists, and you have prestidigitation. You can make a small object with prestidigitation.
But right now, You're currently sitting at the counter, swinging your legs without
Also, I got these so bad.
Uvella's help to guide you in this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I would see you creating it and see you trying to slowly like, and I just do another like SWAT.
No, get the fuck out of here. This is my one free drink. Get the fuck out of here. Drink your own.
We said this one wasn't gonna be serious to a point.
I know.
Let me
Yeah,
have my fun.
No, you're good.
It's a
But
mix.
I guess, yeah, I would kind of just be sitting there chatting and be like, so Cyric, when do we want to try and figure out where we're gonna go? Are we thinking we're just gonna lay low here for a couple days and then try and think of the plan, or?
I don't know yet, to be honest with you.
Okay.
This isn't... I've never had to really lay low.
You're good. Well, if that's the case, then I think we might want to see if they have quests or something
Some kind of work.
to keep us busy.
Idle
Get some
hands
coin in our
are
pocket.
a devil's playground.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because then I think I'm gonna pay for. What do you think? 2 rooms? 3 rooms?
I'm not
Probably 3.
I'm not sure. She said she was gonna show us to our room.
Ooh, true. Might only be 1 room. It might be right there.
It is a guild hall. I don't know if this is, like an inn.
Yeah. But was thinking of just paying up front for like a week stay at least. And then we'll figure it out at that point.
Seeing as how business oriented she is, she might appreciate that.
No, my uncle used to do work down in this area, so I've heard a couple tales, but don't have a great memory of them. So
I will say the only thing that really comes to mind that your father used to talk about was the Great Phoenix, who was in charge of the Thieves Guild down there. And then you see bright red hair. You
yeah,
remember stories, you're like...
it's like yes, probably likely correlation.
Yeah. No, I... been in far worse accommodations, so... I'm as
Agreed.
comfortable as... well, needed. Roof over my head, food in my stomach, drink in my belly, and work to be done. I'm more than content.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Yep. Sounds about right. Now you see just this hint of a smirk for a second before it fades away again. But you managed to get him to smirk. Meanwhile, Uvella, this strange gentleman, has given you some advice.
Yeah. She's kind of like taken aback that with like the information that she's received.
Oh, you didn't know.
We don't know a lot about her. Neither does she.
The Riddle Master seems amnesiac. As well as maybe a little... lost a few marbles along the way.
Huh.
Wonder how that happened.
Must
And
run
at
in the
that
family,
point, you hear this little bit of bitterness enter his voice. For a split second before it returns to the smooth... Nonetheless, I would be very, very careful.
We always are. But you know what they say, knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, but knowledge can also come at a great risk.
I'm willing to risk myself for Eris. If you'll allow me.
Fucking Christ.
Get him, dog!
Fuck. If I keel over from a heart attack in this session, I blame you.
Bro, you saw it. She was just laying there, just showing. All of a sudden, bam!
Yeah, I've had dogs. No. To that answer. He
No.
definitely does not share his free drink.
That was a bad roll, considering. We're gonna blame it on. Just kidding.
Are you sure?
He is.
It would
Against-
be a travel to a world where the eyes cannot see far. It is not
Against
a safe
my own
journey.
Against my own will, she is my sister. And I do want to take care of her if I can. I've seen some pretty gnarly things. Done terrible things as well.
You
According
hear
to some.
You hear him chuckle. The Villa Windsnake, you haven't even seen a fraction of the horrors that Zugatomi has in store for those who trespass on his.
I have faith. I have faith in my faith. And I think
Then I would like to see you in Eris later tonight. I'll be waiting.
I look forward to it. And I'll get up.
You stand up and suddenly you can only see black.
Fuck. Okay.
As you guys are sitting at the counter, you guys watch as Scylla, Christ.
Hmm? Excuse me?
Who?
Who's that? I mean, she can plane travel, so you know.
I
My
blame
name
is-
you.
My name is.
You guys watch as Uvella stands up, and then in this wisp of shadowy darkness envelops them, and then immediately collapses. Uvella's gone. Eris, you get full view of it because you're sitting on the fucking counter.
Looking away.
She's just like, and honestly, I feel like she's pretty inebriated at this point. Just, oh, she's dead. Nothing to be said. Just.
Damn, bro! I'm out here trying to get you information.
I'm sorry. Who started this? Who started this? I seem to recall someone got sucked into the sand. Well, she's dead now. We should go. Speed on the other end, doesn't it?
Oh, shit.
Nobody else in the tavern seems aware of what you just saw. Eris?
Yep.
You recognize that darkness.
Okif would just turn and look at Harris and be like, "What do you mean by that?"
She gets kind of a vacant look on her face.
She went bye-bye.
Why don't you make me a perception check,
kind
Okif, at this point?
Scans the bar. 16.
Suddenly, Vela is nowhere to be seen. And the Phoenix, still chatting with the people she was chatting with before.
Mhm. What about her?
She's still talking to her. That's it.
Okay.
Like
The
the
way you
people-
said that, you were like,
No,
and
no,
the
no.
Phoenix.
Oh, I
Still
said the
chatting with
Phoenix
them.
is she's still chatting.
And I
with
was
you.
like,
What is going on?
okay.
Yeah, she's just chatting. She's still doing business.
Eris, where did Uvella go?
Poor Vela talked to a fella.
Okay, so she was talking to someone.
And father got her. I hope she likes water.
At that, Eris and Okif, please mute your mics. Bad timing. Ah! Uvella, you suddenly stand up, and as soon as you stand up, you realize darkness everywhere. But not like the last time.
Okay.
This time you can hear the waters, but it seems to be echoing off wall.
Do I see any walls, or just it's echoing from all around?
You can hear it echoing around you, and as you kind of reach out, you feel these curvatures kind of curving down the side of one of the areas.
If I look down, do I see the ground, or is it just kind of inky blackness?
There's ground there, you can feel it beneath your feet. It's like a wet soil.
Okay. Was it kind of like it was before, or is it
No,
different?
this feels different. It feels like regular sand, not glass sand.
Yeah. I know I can't see anything. But I'm gonna try and get. I'm gonna do something dumb. I'm gonna try and get. I think it's similar enough to what I saw with Zagatomy before that I'm gonna assume that it's the same place. And with what we were talking about, it would make sense.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and get his attention. I don't know if I have 10 minutes to cast a spell, but I'm going to attempt to cast Control Weather.
Okay.
And just cause a storm to appear. With I don't know if I can do.
As you start doing that, and you finish the spell,
Mhm.
you start to hear something. A slithering noise. Scales on sand on water. A hissing. Whatever
As I hear it.
is, it sounds.
As I hear it, I just kind of mutter a soft prayer. Just Lulz protect me, and I will wait for this giant slithering snake thing that I hear. And if it gets close enough, I will call out to it.
Okay. You wait. Feels like an eternity has passed. And you then realize that curvature. The walls seem to be getting closer.
Like I'm surrounded by a snake.
Like something's closing in around you.
Okay.
And if this is a snake, you reach up as high as you can reach and you run your hand down and it is one solid surface. Your
Okay.
entire height as far as you can reach to the ground.
I think I'll just call out and say, Zagatomi, are you there?
It is at that moment that you ask that you hear in your head this piercing, angry, hissing voice. How dare you compare me to that? After all I've given you. Do not give me that foul name, child. It is Vespera, not Lolth.
Did you say Vespera?
If you look at the Pantheon, it is updated.
Cool.
That is where the actual name is. You've always known her as Lolth.
Okay.
And at this point, you notice this head start to creep in from above you, I'd say about 100 feet up. This head that is equal to you laying down 3-4 in a row wide. This head just gets closer and closer until it is inches.
She's a little awestruck at this point. Not who she thought she was talking to at all.
Nope.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Shit.
Does a snake
I guess
have
I'll...
your tongue, child?
Yeah, she'll like get down on her knees like in worship and say I apologize for misnaming you. Thank you for showing yourself to me. I'm in dire need of help. My sister's going a little crazy.
Child of Sukatami.
Yes.
I am aware.
This was news to me, but a moment ago, I want to help her. If it's possible. Show her who she once was, if that would help. Or keep it locked away, if that's better.
this, you start to see images flash through your head. The first one you notice, darkness. For a minute, you feel small. Your hands and body are almost laying on something sharp, glassy. And from the darkness, but you hear this loud, infantile scream of pain.
The meat sack screams. Hush now, vermin.
Am I the one that's screaming, or did I just hear the scream?
You hear it, but it's almost like you're in the body of what's screaming.
Gotcha.
Then the kind of vision shifts. And the scene I explained earlier, you're being carried away by somebody. You're bigger now. And as you kind of look over, you see the man, bright green eyes, the black hair, pale skin, and elven ears, angular features. Most concerned. Afraid. Not for himself. Herself? Himself. Herself? You're not sure. They seem to switch. Back, forth. Then it shifts again. You're standing in a field, free. More than 100 years on this planet free, as a matter of fact. You're about to do the most amazing thing of your life, the most crazy thing. It'll be so much fun to witness the insanity it'll ensue. And you turn. Whack!
Bonk! Hit him with the double tap! Hit him with the double tap!
Next thing you know, you wake with an excruciating headache. And you see Oka's face above you. With this just like defeated look on his face. Like he can't do it. He can't do it. He reaches down, bandages her head up. Then you snap back.
Could I tell what that wonderful thing that I wanted to do was?
Huh? The thing you wanted to do?
Yeah. You said you were gonna
No,
feel about to do.
it's almost like as soon as that thunk hits, everything becomes blurry.
Mm-hmm.
A haze. Just bits and pieces. Shattered fragments of memory. Certain lines lining up, correlation that don't seem to match, but they pertain and make sense, but no one understands. And as you're sitting there thinking about it, you hear this voice. I'm not crazy. I just am who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like Eris, but older. Much older. One's fate cannot be changed. It can be altered. The strings can be shifted, changed to fit a different pattern.
but never fully move. One day the predator becomes the prey. Find the cavern where she laid, and her answers may be found. Now leave before you start to lose your mind. You feel like if you stay for much longer, I'm gonna start making you roll on the madness table.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'll again just bow down. Say thank you for your insight.
Of
And
course.
she'll pull out her trusty fork and cast cast plane shift back to
And as you guys are sitting back in the place, you guys can unmute now. You guys are just kind of catching onto this when you see Uvella appear with the fork in hand. As the shadows. And that's where we'll take our first break.
God damn.
Girl. Poor girl.
Find the cavern where she laid, and the answer might be found.
Yeah, bullshit, you get my lore. What the fuck?
You don't deserve the lore.
Give it time. Remember, someone did say bring her later. Anyway, I'll be back.
Yeah. So, canonically, Eris's first name was Meatsack. That's what we were dying about. It was like, wait a minute.
A meat
Your
sack.
given
Please.
name was Meatsack.
No, her first name was Meat, last name Sack.
Introducing yourself
Oh.
as meat sack opal cow. People question why you hate your child.
Meatsack.
Well, wouldn't it
I'm
actually
not
be Vermin?
crazy.
No.
Wouldn't your name actually be Vermin though? Because he says a meat sack screams, "Hush now, Vermin."
Mm,
Mm.
I like to picture he was.
It,
called
meat sack is
The
better.
vermin is
I agree.
vermin, but her
Yeah.
name is
Your name is
sack.
Yeah, it's Meat Vermin Sack, but he calls her by her middle name. So.
Mhm, mhm.
Girl.
Oy, oy.
I was not expecting to talk with not Lolth.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get eaten. I'm not gonna lie.
Like
Since you
old
technically
Jordan
have
Bender.
an idea of it now, would you like Eris's actual age?
It's over 100. I can tell you that. Motherfuckers are old, man.
Yeah. How old are you?
Me?
Bill?
I'm like 28.
Goddamn, fucking baby.
Bro,
Just such a baby.
Yeah.
Yancey only lived to
Eris
like
calls her
80,
that
okay?
Yeah, I know.
to her.
They don't live long.
Yeah, no, she had some revolutionary ideas about how to worship, and they were fucking great.
Mhm.
They just, some of the people didn't like them because some people had to die. You know, that's their own
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah. That's fair.
Also, I guess I gotta change. I'm not a follower of Lolth anymore. It's fucking Vespula. No, wait, what the fuck?
Badula oblongata.
Vespira.
Vespira.
Domo Arangato, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
Fuck. God, imagine naming your fucking misnaming your god for years.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Here, hold on.
Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna fucking break this to Eris.
There you go.
Carefully.
Since you basically know. I think so. I just recently actually had this discussion because it was a revelation to me. A little bit. As far as anyone knows, though, she's like 1920. Because she looks 1920.
Mm-hmm.
So young.
Mhm.
As a side note, when I cast True Sight, I believe I saw what you actually look like, the gray dude, right? That's how that works, but I'm not 100%. Because
I don't
I
know.
think because you're a shape changer, it reveals your true form.
But she's
But I wasn't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
Because that's just
Okay.
how Bella works. But I was just curious for my
I
character
don't-
standpoint.
I don't know. Hang on. Like,
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
believe.
True.
Here, let me see. You're
let me see.
a doppelganger, or is it a what's
Changeling.
changeling?
Okay, so it says a spell save DC is 18. So what would I? What would I have to roll? Doesn't say, just a spell save DC 18. So would it be?
Well, no. So I'm talking because I cast True Sight, which allows me to
like,
see.
You're seeing. That's what it
Yeah.
says, but at the bottom of it, it says spell save DC 18. On like if it would work or not. So what would I roll for that? Wouldn't it be what your
Oh no, I
No,
think no, I think the spell save is just their spell save in general if it needed a spell save,
I mean,
but it doesn't save
No,
it. In
I don't
this
know.
one.
It just
Would
says you
I?
have advantage on charisma checks to avoid detection. Let's ask the Mr. DM.
yeah.
True Sight. When I cast True Sight, do I see Eris's true form as well? Either way, it wouldn't.
I was just
I wouldn't
curious because
say
it says
shit, but-
spell save DC at the bottom, so I didn't know if I would have to roll for that and be like, you see me or you don't see shit.
Yeah, I just don't know because I think it's a magical thing.
You're
Sorry, could
muted,
you repeat
Willow.
that?
If it's active, yeah, she just sees it. That's how
Oh,
True
okay.
Sight works.
Okay.
There's no
Okay,
save.
well, I didn't know. Well, was
Yeah,
just
I
asking.
wouldn't say shit, but I just wanted to make sure that
Oh,
I assume her true form is like that of a normal changeling. It's like the fucking
No.
gray. Fuck me then. What do you look like?
Great man.
Okay, she looks quite humanoid in nature, like she typically does, but it's almost like the skin's been pulled tight against her skeleton, almost like zoogotomy. Very kind of dark, not dark, but kind of ashen. Her irises are still green, the very bright, vivid, but her sclera is black. Black hair it looks slicked back, like there was the attempt, but it's just chaotic and in disarray and knots and tangles. And then out from her head, about right here, are these little jagged horns. Again, not a changeling.
Okay.
She looked like a living skeleton, I guess you could describe her as.
Yet you got called meat sack.
It's her given name, right, Willow?
His name
The
is
first
last
thing
name
you
is
were
Sack.
called.
Canonically,
It's their
her
given
actual
name
was
canonically.
Meat, her first name was Meat Sack, and her endearment was Vermin. Oh, and her
Yep.
clothes that she typically wears that are just gypsy-esque look just tattered and torn.
Oh yeah, because changelings fucking change their clothes as well, huh? Like their clothes are a part of their skin.
Everything changes.
Weird, dude.
Yeah. I guess a way that would kind of help picture like how grungy she is Suicide Squad, the Enchantress.
but
Kind of that.
worse.
Just that grungy aspect that she has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more.
Yeah.
Yes, but more.
Honestly, I would say her movements are kind of the same, and that like just very. I don't know how to explain it. Like, what you doing? That's sus.
Cat.
Either
I'm
way,
still trying. Okay.
At this point, you find yourself back. The gentleman who you were talking to is gone. Both tankards are still there. One of them still half full of that golden ichor.
I wanna. Let me.
Oh,
Yeah.
the temptation.
I got it.
Try a sip.
I'm gonna try a sip.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, is this against the poison?
No.
All right.
No.
How the fuck do I roll con saves? I'm sorry, hold on.
Don't fail by 5 or more. You just failed by 6.
Did we already
wait, is
lose you?
Is this a magical effect?
No.
Damn it!
No. You suddenly feel your body get warm. And it grows more intense. As you feel like the blood in your veins is boiling. Okif and Eris, you watch them reappear, turn, look at the table, see the mugs, walks over, looks at it, just goes, sets it down, and starts shaking violently. Your vision, Uvella, goes black.
Alright.
As you
Sorry, guys.
start to convulse on
Okay.
the floor, seizing uncontrollably,
Jesus.
frothing a golden froth. At
Yup.
this, Cyric has kind
Run.
of turned to see what you guys are looking at.
Yeah. I'll run over and try and, like, tilt her up on our side so the foam isn't just going into her lungs.
Yeah, you just start spilling out. As soon as it hits the rug right there, it just sizzles as it hits the rug.
Mm.
Like, it's white hot fury. And Cyric runs over real quick, just like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And he puts a hand on Uvella and will cast Lesser Restoration. What are you doing, Eris?
Honestly, she's a little bit inebriated. She's gonna investigate what was drank. She's gonna kind of look in at him.
Is this really... Well, everyone's distracted with Uvella at the moment. There's this just really curiously yummy-looking honey-colored liquid.
I'm assuming I'm out for the count, right? I can't do anything?
For the moment, yeah.
Okay.
Can I try to see if I notice? Eris looking at the same cup
I
that
will
Uvella
say, make me a perception
at, like,
check
disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not saying, like,
Yeah.
this is the thing I'm focusing on. Like,
I will say you see her pick it up. Are you going to take a drink? Because it looks tasty. You watch her bringing it up to her lips.
gonna be like, Eris, no. As I'm also trying to, like, hold him up.
Eris, why don't you make me a flat wisdom check? Wisdom check to see if you, Okif telling you no overrides your curiosity.
This is how the story ends, guys. We all just nectar and die.
If you drink it and die, I guess I'm gonna drink it next.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
We're in a cult place, right?
I
Yeah.
feel like I will allow you to decide at this point. I'm not going to tell you you have to drink it. I'm not going to say specifically your curiosity. I'd say you're somewhere in the middle. Like, it's curious, but Okif's worried. But it's curious.
She's looking at you. And again, she's a bit inebriated, so just like that sad face. Like, but you wouldn't share, and it's just sitting right there.
No, I'll buy you another drink. Just not that one.
Lesser restoration doesn't work
Yeah.
because it's not a poison and it's not causing paralysis or you to be deafened or. Well, I'll say this: your vision's not black anymore. You can see yourself just shaking violently. Your head is vibrating. I will say this at this point,
Check out
you're
strobe lights.
holding as you're holding her, you can feel her body is probably like it feels like 10 degrees hotter than it normally would be. 10 to 15 degrees. She's significantly warmer.
Yeah.
He's at a loss at this point.
Just out of curiosity.
Bella, make me another con save.
All right.
Did we establish that this
God
special character that was visiting was
Take
a
one
guy?
radiant damage as your blood is boiling from the ambrosia.
All right. That's easy enough. I can take that.
For now. Oh. You know, I should have known better than to put ambrosia in front of Saiuki.
Yo, come on. You're gonna say you leave a half drink? Fucking it was my idea to begin with, all right?
Oh.
She is steadily getting warmer. Is there anything else you try?
I ain't got nothing other than just trying to like medically think anything
You
better
start
that I could do.
Thinking about it, she drank something.
Mm-hmm.
If you could make her throw it up, maybe that would help.
Interesting. I'm not a medic.
At this point, you've drawn the attention of the entire room.
Yeah.
The Phoenix has looked over and she's like,
I feel like Ares has got turned out. She's still holding the cup. It's like, you better act quicker. I think she's getting thicker. Well, and then she kind of goes back to like investigating it. Like, it is very pretty.
No.
I will say this. If you can roll an 18 or higher again, we will say definitively you listen to Okif. If you roll a 17 or lower, it's time to slurpy slurp.
Yeah. So another wisdom.
You
Check.
guys are gonna get us
Check.
kicked out here. Not
Not
we
a
haven't even
save.
been here one day.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Is it? Are you proficient in
Hold
wisdom
on.
saves?
Hold on. I don't think so. I don't. No.
So then that's probably the same thing then.
No, it wasn't a check off. It is the same thing, goddammit.
Same thing, same roll.
Your curiosity wins.
Oh.
How much of a drink do you take?
How much was in the container still?
There's about a half a cup. Uvella only took a sip.
She'd
How
probably
did it taste, though, is really the question.
Huh? It tasted.
How did
like,
it taste?
It tasted like your favorite drink of all time.
Alright, hell yeah.
Now it's
Now
just
do Baja
boiling.
Blast? Hell
Your,
yeah.
now it's just
Hell
boiling your veins.
Oh. I feel like she'd take a small sip and then
You
just
drink it.
get real quiet and be like, it tastes like home.
It doesn't affect you like that.
She just chose the rest of it.
Okay, so you chug it.
Ah.
So she did the test sip, and she was fine, so she drank a little more.
Make me a con save. Don't fail by 5 or more.
No, Phil, come on. 21!
For the next 24 hours, you have advantage on Constitution saving throws and checks. You gain 20 temporary hit points that can be healed, as per regular healing magics.
Wait, I should probably be making notes of this. Hold on.
Yeah, you should be. And should you take any damage within the next 24 hours, at the beginning of your turn, you will regain 5 HP as per regenerating.
Hey, let's rewind that like you didn't just say that. All of that.
Advantage
for the next 24 hours?
Yep. All of these are for the next 24 hours. You have advantage on Constitution saving throws and checks. You have 20 temporary hit points that can be healed if you lose them. So it's like aid. Your max HP is raised for 20 for 24 hours.
Nice.
And, damn it. Why weren't you taking notes sooner?
You talk too goddamn fast for me to
We
type.
get regeneration 5 hit points.
Yes, regenerate 5
What?
hit points at the beginning of your turn should you be missing HP. And you're not dead. Or at 0 hit points.
So I can regen 5 at the end of my turn?
Beginning of your turn.
Oh, beginning. Sorry. If not, dead. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
I feel like you see her take the drink. Probably finishes it off, right? There wasn't much that like left in there.
Oh, it was a tankard.
Okay.
It was a half full tankard.
But there was
It was half gone. It's a tankard.
Yeah, it was
Tankards are
half-
big.
Half gone.
okay. So
Bella took a
did
sip.
I drink all of it with this, or
Like-
I don't?
Like a glass
Yeah,
like
you-
yay, and it was like half full.
Yeah, you finished off the glass.
You can just see her just drinking, slide on the ground. And goddamn, she's fucking.
You feel this, and you feel a comfortable warmth seeping through your body. It's not burning, but it's nice and warm.
Goddamn cold-blooded motherfucking bitch.
You see her
That's
just
what you
start
get for being a
dancing.
I feel alive, but I feel dead.
Does Okif do anything in this time to assist Uvella?
I don't know how to make a person throw up, I'm gonna be honest. My first thought is try and hit him in the stomach with a stick, but probably not a great idea.
Okif's answer to everything. Tickle stick!
Yeah, hit him with the tickle monster.
Alright, as you're trying to
I'm good.
trying
Yeah.
to debate what to do, I need another Constitution saving throw.
No worries, dude. We'll never get out of this.
Yeah, Okif is not a medic, so he's not too versed in that.
10 radiant damage.
Okay.
You know what? Just wait.
Do you
If I
share
were to-
anything with the... You're inebriated, you're not paying attention, no.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like she's kind of aware or something. 'cause
No. No. Okay, before the next save, do you say anything to anyone? At this point, the Phoenix has started walking over with this very concerned yet serious expression on her face.
First night's going great, guys. Found out Uvella can't hold her liquor. Eris is gone now.
She never drank before, man.
And Cyric is trying to figure out something, but he's not able to. He's not piecing bits together.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not proficient in medicine, so.
Mm-hmm. Feel that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A really good medicine roll for
Yeah, for +2.
Yeah.
I got a 20.
Yeah.
Not bad.
With
With 12 intellect.
if nothing happens, Uvela.
Mm-hmm. I got you, bro. Don't worry. Doing great.
Need you to try harder.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, let me know. Let me know if I feel good enough to maybe try and cast a spell.
No. No.
Let's see where it's.
Are there any other people in the bar? You
Nope.
said there were,
Other
right?
people are very confused. A lot of these people are also like thieves, assassins. They're not really like keen on jumping to the aid of others.
So Eris is lost in her own world. She just danced. She gonna point at one of the random people. Like, you good sir, would you like to dance? If you don't, I'll shit your pants.
He just looks at you, takes his drink, takes a drink, sets it down, goes back to what he was doing. Counter spell.
Ah, rude.
Yeah, I'm ready to unshit people's pants as well.
She's not being quiet. She don't know anything. He's probably here. Cause she stopped shitting people's pants.
Uvela.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your age is showing quite aggressively, and I need you to do better.
Yeah, we're looking hurt, fellas.
Seeing you look like absolute horse's donkey ass.
Perfect.
Shit. Just as he's gonna reach down, and this time he's gonna be like, "All right, he's gonna try to cast dispel magic on this round."
Mm-hmm.
It's not a, it's not a magical effect or a spell.
Mm-hmm.
He is trying everything right now. He probably should have casted Detect Magic, then he might not have wasted the spell. We're already here.
I don't think you try and detect before you try and like get rid of it, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
shit, give it a shot.
In a case like this, yeah, it's just like a try to go for it.
By this point, Genesis has made it over to you guys and is like, "What the hell is going on?" She just looks so fed up already,
Yeah.
looking at Eris like this. "I'm going to beat your ass" kind of look on her face.
We're rolling great today, guys.
Did you roll again already? Oh
Yeah.
my! Come on!
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. That is the best roll I could hope for, though. Let's go.
Oh, dear God.
And at this, she's gonna kind of turn, look to one of the guys. "Go get one of those elixirs quickly. Hurry. This one's inebriated beyond."
Yeah.
The frustration of, oh my god. You show up and you cause problems. This is great.
Day one. Day one.
Not even a full day. We haven't even made it
Not
an hour.
even a full day. We've been here an hour. And you're vomiting on her floors.
Yeah, fuck these floors, bro. I should have been outside in the fucking air. Would have been fine.
Uvela.
Oh, because I'm underground. Yeah, can I attempt a divine intervention? Since I don't think I need, like, verbal or anything for that. Let me check.
You may call on your deity.
I'm gonna assume that means I need alright.
I
Con save it
will
is.
say this. Why don't you make me a wisdom check,
Okay.
which will determine if you can roll your D100.
I can roll good on those guys!
Oh, wait, D100.
Bro, if I had rolled that as my con save, I would have been fine. I love it. It's low, right? Great. Alright, con save it is.
Oh my god.
Eris is now dancing with 2 of her Eldritch cannons now, by the way.
4.
Okay.
Alright.
How you looking there, Uvella?
We're bloodied.
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be about another 3 rounds before whatever elixir she is getting gets here.
I don't know if we'll make that long, Chief. We'll find out.
Right, well.
Unless I could try and cast a spell.
Does it require verbal components? Or somatic components?
Everything either, it's either verbal or somatic or both.
There's some that don't. Very few.
I don't think there's any that don't require either. It's one or the other.
There is one spell that I know of
Normally.
that takes nothing. One for sure. Anyway. You know the drill?
Yeah. Come on. Hey!
And at this moment, you just kind of, the shaking starts to stop. I would say right now you have a deadly fever. Very, very high fever.
In very prim and proper aspect, you said I had 3 rounds before they got here with the elixir, so that was 1 round. Next round, I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on myself. And then 3rd round, I'm gonna cast Heal on myself.
Hold
And get
on.
70 HP back.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to. Who is prestidigitating? Oh, okay.
I pressed that twice by accident. But no, I'm gonna chill their clothes.
Okay.
Doesn't
Okay.
do much, but
Yeah.
just
trying
try
to
to
bring
cool
it
them
down.
down a little bit.
I will say that the Greater Restoration doesn't do it.
It doesn't get rid of the fever? Alright.
It's not a fever. Your blood is boiling.
Okay.
Yeah. You just drank the fucking
Hey, man.
liquor of the gods.
Well, I'll do a heal.
You do the heal, and oh.
Wait, wasn't there a second glass?
Yeah, it's
No, he
empty.
drank that one.
Oh, he drank that one, and then it was just the one that Uvella gave him.
You
that he
don't
was like,
get
"That's
any more
weird,"
benefits from drinking more.
other than getting drunker.
No, that didn't make you drunker.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's not that kind of alcohol. The gods
Mm.
aren't sitting there trying to.
I mean, I don't know. It was just a little different.
Yeah, it hits different for a reason. It's not normal liquor. 3rd round they come out with this mystery, like this black potion bottle. That you're sitting on the ground. It's at this point you guys notice that their veins are a bright golden yellow. Make me another Constitution saving throw. Yep. You do not gain demigodhood. But they hand you the elixir and say, drink this now unless you would like to burn up.
You said everything has a cost, though. How much is it?
We'll take it off your next job.
She died. Like, how
I
much
just
is gonna
drink
put me
it.
behind?
Do you sit there and wait? Because if so, I want another con save if you're debating.
Yeah, I'll fucking wait.
You take the con save, you're not burning back up again. This isn't to try and gain demigodhood anymore.
No, I know. I'm not. It's actually about the money, though. Does it feel like I'm cooling down at all, or
No, it's okay. I'm gonna grab it and force Uvella to drink it. It's okay. We can roll contested strengths if you want.
Let's go!
I will say this: you have advantage, Okif, because Cyric is helping you.
Okay.
Oh my god!
seriously, I'm fine.
No, you are not. Drink this.
Con save.
Okay, less fine.
Again. 23.
I assume the 17. I don't have a.
Oh, you don't take damage yet. When you
Oh,
roll a
yeah.
15
Alright,
or
cool.
less.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 23 is to get you to drink it.
Yeah. I think I'll probably just take it, but I'll roll for the funsies of it.
Yeah. At this point, Cyric's ready. He kind of just grabs you by the arms and gives you this look like, drink the fucking potion. And as soon as it touches your tongue, it's like this really nice. It tastes like just like cold water. Within a matter of minutes, the gold starts to go away. You feel the relief kind of wash over you. You don't feel like your blood is boiling anymore. And after that, this is not what I was expecting. This was not what I was expecting. This is not what I was expecting.
I will say, while that was happening, just out of curiosity, can I do that to myself? And do
No.
I stay in a fixed position? Or could
Yeah.
I move?
Move.
I can move?
Mhm.
Okay, she has moved on. She has cast levitate on herself. She is swimming through the air, and you just see her come over you.
I will say this. You swim over Okif. You watch as Genesis looks up with
I'm
this
just
highly agitated
arm up.
look.
Pull down.
The wish now on a fish.
Yoink! And then you feel your magic wear off as Cyric is going to cast Dispel Magic on you. I am sorry, Miss Genesis. This is not typical. It's been a very long journey. Beg your forgiveness.
I'm just gonna look it up. Okay. Like, that was rude. Shit your pants.
I just shit my pants and just look up at her.
Oh, she's on the ground now. He dispelled the levitate.
No, I know. She's
okay.
also
Beside
under my arm because I'm not letting go of her at this point. I'll look up at Genesis or the Phoenix and be like, so those rooms or the room?
I think that would be best.
Yes. Thank you.
And you guys will be led through the corridors fairly quickly.
Yeah.
To this room over here.
Listen,
Perfect.
Yep.
10-4, good buddy.
Is there a drain somewhere in the floor?
No.
As we walk in, I'm gonna toss Eris onto the bed, right over there, and then I'll turn and walk out and close the door, and then I'm gonna
Rolls
give.
off the bed and then underneath.
I'm gonna look at the Phoenix and give her a coin sack with 50 gold and be like, honestly, I'm sorry. They aren't normally like this.
I will chalk it up
Truly
to
apologize.
a long day and a long travel. I would suggest you stress to your party that this is not to happen again.
Yes.
And at that, she'll take the coin purse, no questions, and walks away.
And some under the bed now. How many spiders are under here? Do I not see any?
Oh, there's cobwebs all over the place in this room.
Bella just
I
says
mean,
from
under
across
the
room,
bed over
don't
there."
disturb the spiders.
You just hear from under the bed. I'm a god now. You can't tell me what to do. I'm older than you.
Wisdom save, Eris.
And about what time is it at this point?
It's nearing evening time.
20. Oh no.
A god, you say? And as that voice rings out, everyone's blood runs cold. As standing in the shadows of the room, on all fours, crouched at the base of the bed that Eris is currently laying under, with its head cocked almost 90 degrees, looking down directly into your eyes, Eris, is a medium-sized zoogotomy. Shall we test it? Shall we test it? Kind of stands up in that jerky motion. You escaped my realm without scathing. Looks right at you, Uvella. Lucky Vespera, the snake, protected you this time. Looks at both Cyric and Okif. Just a slight twitch, jerk. You can't her from me forever. She's mine, not yours. Mine first. And I didn't agree to share. Watch your back. He reaches down and runs a hand along Eris's cheek. I'll see you soon, meat.
It's that.
If you sass him, you feel this slice
No, I
across.
know.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say you just feel a sink. And
Wait.
I heard wait.
No, I should.
I heard shouldn't. Does that mean you're still questioning?
I shouldn't.
Okay, alright. At that, he turns. His head doesn't leave looking in your guys' direction as his entire body turns, but his head like an owl, you just hear his snapping and crunching noises as his body contorts in ways it shouldn't and walks back into the corner, vanishes into the darkness. A novella you hear in your head.
Time grows near. Angry he is. Be careful.
Just kind of mental nod, if that makes sense.
It's just like I'm shocked. I just seized for like 10 minutes straight. I got a lot of information. Hi, Zugatomi showed up here. I understood, miss. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Out
basically.
of curiosity,
Uh-huh.
she now has two Eldritch. Is it Eldritch or Eldritch?
Eldritch.
Eldritch. She has two Eldritch cannons with her. Starting at 15th level, they create a shimmering field of magical protection. And didn't do anything. Okay, it is active though, just so people are aware. It's like a 10-foot.
Now it sounds like someone didn't prestidigitation themselves. No, they just shit themselves.
Eris, can you come here real quick?
Eris is still kind of in a state of shock. And she sobered up a little bit rather rapidly.
Oh, you're completely sober now.
Yeah, she
He
was under the bed.
greater restored you when he touched you just to get that
Of
little
course
bit
he
of
did.
fear going. He's
Yeah,
a dick.
she's like in the farthest corner, like under the bed, like holding.
Velo just kind of walk over.
Before we move on to you walking over, you start walking over. Cyric at this point has been stood with his scythe in both hands. White-knuckled, he's finally kind of relaxed a little now that Zugatomi has disappeared out of the room. Okif, what are you doing after he's poofed?
Probably taking a deep breath, making sure the door's locked.
Turn, lock it, it locks.
Just going over to this bed and sitting down and just, you know,
Right.
head in hands, like.
Okay, Uvela, you make it over there. You see Eris is. Oh, I'm not a god.
Actually-
I'm not a god.
Before I go to Eris's bed, I'm gonna go over to Okif, actually.
Shit.
And just kind of whisper in his ear and say, I have a plan for Eris to find out who she is.
Okay.
I feel like with what's been going on, it's better that
Yeah. Needs.
she know and we know.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can tell, she might be Zugatomi's daughter. As well as somebody else's daughter, multiple fathers. Not sure if it was like an orgy gangbang or what went on there, but
Yeah. We'll figure it out, I guess.
yeah. But that guy in green.
They couldn't hold it in. Just a lot of sewers.
Hey, dude, you know those fucking rituals get wild sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Been a part of a couple myself. Yeah, that guy in green that we met this afternoon, saw him again tonight, and we might be able to help her.
Okay.
Kind of a risk, but
Yeah.
better than nothing, I guess. He seems nicer than the alternative. Those drinks suck.
Yeah. Why did you drink that?
Well,
What even was
I didn't
that?
want. I don't know. He did some.
Deception
And
or
it-
persuasion check.
I
told you what it was.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot. I actually. know
Okay,
the
alright.
Sorry, me as a player didn't know what it was, so.
Yeah, the ambrosia.
Commonly known as the drink of the god. But I try it. You know, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not.
Yeah. Don't do that again.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and
well,
make
there's
me
no
a
more.
history check if
Yeah,
you'd
but
like.
just
If you'd like to know if you've heard of it.
for me.
Yeah.
God, you just love making me roll.
I
My
like
super-
making people roll.
No, my
Oh.
super high skills.
Oh.
It's not advantage, so it's a 6.
You've never heard of this.
Yeah,
What?
well, don't worry. I don't think I will ever get a chance to drink that again. So.
Yeah,
No
that's
way I
fair.
do. I think I want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. If worst case scenario. Well, there's no worst case scenario. It's all gonna work out just fine. And I'll give you a smile. And walk over to Eris's bed. Wow, that was the shittiest roll I've had in a while.
You look under the bed, there's nobody there unless that thing is still running.
Oh no, it only lasts an hour. I assume that's gone.
Yeah, that's gone. You look under the bed, Eris isn't there. You look on the bed, Eris isn't there. Eris, you see Uvella. Look under the bed, doesn't see you. Looks on top of the bed, very confused. Looks back under the bed, doesn't see you still.
Knowing, because I've seen her go invisible before, can I look to see if there's any spider webs that attach to nothing?
Oh, yeah. You don't even need to see that. There are so many cobwebs. You see this indent in the back of the corner of these cobwebs that have been smashed to the wall.
But that could have been because where she was laying there prior.
Could
Yeah,
be.
but if they're attached to nothing, then that would be you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just look directly at that void, and just say, "I thought I told you not to disturb the spider."
It's at this you realize you've disturbed the spiders.
She drops the invisibility, but she looks a little familiar from earlier, and you can tell it's as she is in a voice that's not her normal one. You just hear just go away.
I know you want me to go away, but I have an idea, and I think you'll enjoy it. You get to go on an adventure, see new things, learn new things.
Persuasion check.
I'm rolling like shit tonight.
Wisdom check from Eris.
Aw. It wouldn't be deception.
No!
No,
I don't know.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay, so wisdom.
Wisdom check. Yep.
I almost clicked save again. Well.
She's very convincing.
If you come with me, I'll even make you waffles tomorrow.
Oh, that's a low blow. With the promise of waffles and adventure.
You see her change back.
I want it to smile.
You want a waffle smile?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
I can imagine her.
And you see her like reach out her hand, hold out a pinky, like pinky promise.
Yeah, I'll pinky promise. And I'll just turn to Okov and just say, make sure they make pancakes tomorrow, please.
Just nods.
Because God knows I ain't cooking.
Those bitches will be black.
It's like, listen, have you heard of a waffle here?
Hey, it is a port city.
Man, my
It's a very low chance.
Yes, it is. Actually, let me roll something here real quick. Let me roll something.
Probably incredibly
Nope,
low.
they have not.
But they
Still
probably
trying to
have
figure out where did she
pancakes,
come
which
up with
is
waffles.
Close enough.
I'm gonna
The side quest: search for waffles. That is the side quest of this whole campaign.
no, that's a main quest.
Where did she get this information?
Main story right there.
Why is her wand a gun now? What does she know?
Yeah, as Uvella pinky promises you, she'll kind of like grab onto your hand as well and pull you out.
By the pinky?
By the pinky, yeah, just to make sure she doesn't retreat.
Yoink!
Yeah.
Oh no! No, absolutely not.
Saiuki, I want you to sit back in your chair and straighten out your shirt because that is actually pretty on point right now.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, the reason I hate the shirt though
No.
is because it's not a real D20 because it has the 1 and the 20 right next to each other. They should be on opposite sides, and it bothers me.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
It's
Nah,
wrong.
Just
No, I'm not pulling her out by her pinky. I'm doing a pinky promise and grabbing her hand and pulling her out.
I feel like that requires a strength check.
You said you were coming out.
She said she'd come out of the bed. She said she'd come with you.
Which is
Okay.
not
Bedtime.
out from under the bed.
Yeah, that would be with me because I'm taking you somewhere.
Like right now?
Yes, like right now.
In the middle of the night?
It's not
It's
the middle of
like-
the night. It's early. It's like late afternoon or early evening.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that late yet.
I'm sorry, I got thrown on the bed. I was safe to assume it was nighttime.
I think Okif was
Go to
done with
bed.
everyone's shit at that point.
yeah, it wasn't in regards to the time.
It was 6.
She was drunk. She didn't know.
It's in regards to we are not allowed in the main common area anymore.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think that's where we need to go meet this man. So I'm gonna put on a cloak and give Eris a cloak, and say, "I need you to be on your best behavior, just for a little bit."
Hang on.
If you do, I'll give you double servings.
She has a perfect fucking hold over you at this point. Waffles, 2 servings.
2 servings of waffles.
Dude, Uvella has had to deal with Eris' ship for so long. Who knows?
That's
And then
fair.
I'll go out and try and find the man in green. He said to meet him. Didn't tell me where, so I'm gonna go back to the table, I suppose.
You walk back out. You see the man in green sitting at the table with a mug in his hand.
I don't know how you think that.
Well, it's not for mortals to drink.
Maybe don't leave it on a table next time.
Maybe
My bad.
don't drink random drinks you find sitting on a table, because they could be drugged.
You know, that's also a good point. But I'm immune to poison, so it doesn't make a difference.
Well, unfortunately, and he just
It does.
the top of the cup.
Lesson learned.
This
Lesson
is
learned.
not poison.
I've discovered. I thought I would be safe. It looked good. It did taste good.
And he will hold out
God,
a
it can't.
hand, take one of Eris's hands, bring it to his lips, and give it a very light kiss. Dear Eris, It is a pleasure to meet you in person. And he takes the hood and pulls it off.
She recognizes who it is at this point,
Both
right?
of you do.
Yeah, it's the guy who was carrying her away.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, there's like that, like quick, like that rapid, like recognition, and then she just launches into an embrace.
Kind of rubs her back very gently. Are you sure? Looking right at Uvella.
I think it's only fair. You should know who she is.
At this, he very lightly puts his hands on Erish's shoulder, kind of pulls her out to, you know, look her in the eye. I need you to be strong now. Take a deep breath. Everything will be fine.
He just kind of nods.
And he'll kind of wave his hand over the table. The drinks disappear this time, because clearly they can't be trusted on the table. And then you hear him say something. Do either of you two speak Shadow Speak?
I was gonna ask that, considering, like, would she?
Not yet.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Alright. He says something, it just sounds like...
I'm gonna double check though. You can continue.
And the world around you fades. You appear in this room. Pitch black. And I feel that I need some better ambiance for this situation. Unsettling.
I will say, to be fair, it wasn't in the list of languages.
No, it's not. It's not one that's known.
And I
by
didn't
the
know it was an
normal world.
option to pick.
It's because it's not.
We'll get you back here, Bran, I promise.
Oh, no, it's okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna let my dog out real quick while this happens.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Good to know.
Ignoring you as always, I see.
Rude.
Sorry.
I didn't know that was an option to pick.
It wasn't. For normal people.
I'm not normal people.
You're slightly less normal people. Is that better? It's also not for slightly less normal people.
She literally lived there.
Yeah, but you weren't taught the language.
She was talked at a lot.
Not in that.
Rude.
I need you to make me a wisdom save as soon as you appear in this room, Eris.
Oh no. 21.
You appear in this room. You start to hear echoing off the walls. Infantile scream. Center of the room. There's one eerie light source, kind of hovering in the air over this stone slab. Around it, you notice these magical, these arcane markings circling. As both of you guys can do arcane stuff, you guys can make me an Arcana check to decipher as the mysterious robed man stands back in the corner. Eris. These are symbols for when a newborn baby is conceived. Meant to embody something. Constantly you see the arcane sigil. Chaos. Madness. And corruption. Multiple times. Almost like a lost memory. Then for a second there's a flash. Feels small. Helpless. It feels like glass digging into your back. Then you flash back into your normal body. Feel a hand on your shoulder.
With that memory, I'm kind of curious about something. Because we've established she is not a normal changeling, given her other form. I want to roll a d100 to see if I can do something that involves shape changing.
Can you become a baby? No.
She becomes a small child, though, from the memory.
Oh well, that's an infant in that one. You become.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna say. Wait,
Like the
but
one where, like, I'm trying to.
where
'cause
Green
she
Hooded
wasn't an
Man's carrying
infant.
her away.
Yeah, like the one the dream that she had.
Yeah, in this world,
she
it
was
seems
taken.
like you're not as confined, but yeah, transforming right into an infant, not
Yeah,
quite
no.
in the realm of
Like,
possibility.
small child, like when she
Yeah,
was
you turn into.
taken.
You, Vela, watch as she, in front of you, kind of shrinks down to this, like, 7 or 8-year-old in stature.
I will say her child state is interesting because she's a mixture of the two almost equally now. As a child, very much looks like Loki, but you see the black sclera, green eyes.
Who?
What do you mean who?
Who?
Nobody's mentioned the name yet.
Who? Never mind. Anyways, you didn't hear shit. I thought it had been. It's confusing, okay? I'm in so many.
Other campaign.
Yeah, I know. But she looks very much like the man. Vivid green eyes, the black sclera. Her hair's not like the mess. It is a little more kempt, but it's long and black. And she has like these little nubbins of like where horns are kind of starting.
As soon as you transform into this form, you hear the echo.
Worthless tiny vermin can't grow horns like a normal one. Weak, worthless.
Again, you feel hands on your shoulders, very gentle. And Uvella, you watch as the man, their body changes. That more feminine. And they kneel down in the glass. You can hear the glass sand piercing the surface of their skin. They don't flinch. As they just silently try to, calm Eris.
See, Eris is kind of turned to her. Like she's kind of vibrating with a fear at this point and crying. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Can we please go?
Sweetheart, I know you want to leave. Things won't get better. They only get worse. And one tear falls from her face. She reaches up and brushes it. suddenly all of you are snapped into a vision. And you both bad. You both almost are like out of body experience. You just don't see yourselves. You see this angry form of Zugatami constantly shifting between different looks, more feral than the last, and then continuing. Hi there, Death Kitty in the corner. How you doing there?
It's an all Pop-Tart for your soul.
You watch
The food bowl is empty.
it keeps shifting and shifting with this just angry look, and eventually you watch his hand shoot out and grab at something, and he grabs this small child that stands before you now, Uvella, and drags them across the glass.
I didn't say you were done. Learn, listen, obey.
Villa just stands there watching.
And he takes her over to the pedestal and nearly slams her onto it. You see the child's eyes go wide and the pupils dilate with the sudden blow to the head. Zugatami reaches underneath the slab, pulls out these cuffs, and links them to her arms and legs before walking away, back with instruments. Needless to say, eventually there's a lot of blood. He watches this blood, almost a mix between gold and red, pour down off the slab of stone and into the glass sand below where these archaic symbols are as they start to glow brighter and brighter.
Focus! Focus! No fail, or you will be punished.
You can hear the sobs. Then the vision falls off again and you guys are back in the room. Shifts back out. You, now standing from a little girl's perspective, sitting on the slab, chained back, can hear,
let her go. This isn't fixing anything. This is... I never agreed to this. Release me. The trickster came and played their game. I will see their mind flayed. Watch as she squirms.
and Zugatami kind of hovers over in the picture, the bright red eyes peering down at you as he reaches out, drags a nail down the entire front of their chest. I will say this. Vela, you've never seen this. But Eris, you're all too familiar with stars you've seen but don't have an explanation. As your memory has been gone.
Look at her, look at him. He squirms while he watches. This is who you should be. Stop hiding. Be free. You don't disappoint Father, do you? Do you?
You can hear, no, no, Father, no.
Then spill and bring the chaos.
And suddenly something comes to mind, Uvella. You remember a time in history?
Shut up, Val.
I'm aware. I thought I turned notifications off.
Silence, mortals!
You'll remember this time in history where there was a group called the Cult of the Blood, who thrived on causing chaos and madness. They had a tendency to torture magical creatures in order to attempt to summon something. But they always said the timing wasn't right. The gate wouldn't open. Something wasn't working properly. The magic would flutter and flicker until it would fail. All the people would ever hear were sobs. Children. A child, a female child. They couldn't name the voice. So they all chalked it up to being Zugatabi laughing at their failure. Then the vision shifts. At this point, you can see the man, woman, changeling, whatever they are that are with you that brought you here, sitting in the corner. Their body is marred for ribbons, bleeding across the floor. And you see now 6 years old, Eris laying on the table, eyes closed, this maniacal smile on her face. She reaches out, grabs a dagger, thrusts it into her own stomach, sitting on the stone tablet as her blood pours out onto the tablet and starts to spread out to these sigils. She focuses and starts saying something in this hiss-like tone that you heard man speak earlier to bring you here, and you watch as the magic starts to coalesce and grow until this giant red portal opens. Zugatami walks up, pats her on the head very gently.
Good. Not vermin, just pest. Now you stay here and watch your god work.
He goes to step through the portal. All he hears, Eris, don't. And her smile flickers for a second as Zugatabi's arm goes through the portal. That moment of indecisiveness. Closes on his arm, cuts it off about midsection of the bicep as he starts screaming in pain. Vision changes. You hear the sound of a loud snore. Subtle, but rumbling. As you start to see from the perspective sitting on the stone tablet, the woman who's been chained up walks over, places a hand on her face. It's alright. We'll leave now. It's safe. Sleeping. Now, pulls the manacles off. Picks up little Eris. Starts quickly as they can, walking away from this room in the direction you guys were standing when you first entered. Eris says, "There's no escape. Except for the heavens." And magic doesn't work unless Daddy allows it. And you hear, Daddy's not here right. I hope your last gift to me is me. Some semblance of freedom. You hear the sound of clicking of his heels. You're suddenly airborne. Where you break the cloud of smoke, the blinding light hits you. And you go through the portal just as you see the man or woman coming through. You watch this hand. You fool! Reaches back through the portal, grabs the person around the waist, yanks him through as the portal, leaving Eris in the middle of the field alone. Then you hear crack! You realize the Eris that came through the portal, the Eris on the other side of the portal, were significantly many years. Almost as if traveling through madness and shadows, the time itself was. Thinking of face wrapping your head. First, you snap back to Eris. See? Did it. So proud of you. You're so strong.
Okay, hold up.
Do you need a minute? Do we need to take a quick break for you to process?
So mentally, she's a fucking child.
Hmm?
Okay, I lied. She's not that. She's what, 10?
No, she's older. You were traveling through the shadow plane as basically this person with you right now pulled you through, walked you through trying to find an escape over 100 years. I will let you take a 10-minute breather to try and gather your thoughts. And we'll be right back.
Yeah, this is my Cyric. This is my Cyric. Oh, my poor girl.
Ain't that something?
So what I got out of this, which is what I'm going to tell Okif once
Oh
once
my
we get, if we get out of this
God.
live, is more or less just so it looks like Eris is the key to releasing Zagamoy out of his plane. So probably shouldn't let him do that. Although it might also be the key to keeping him locked in there. I was told by my deity that fuck, where was it? Sorry.
Oh.
I was told very cryptically, find the cavern where she laid, and the answer might be found. I mean,
Yeah, I think you found it. I think you fucking found it.
I think we found it.
Mhm.
Yeah, never mind. I don't know. We just need to keep her out of Zagatamu's hands, looks like.
Yeah, which is oh so easy.
Easy peasy. We got it. Tonight's could be a rough one, because I used my 7th level spell that I was using to keep away most of them. Which is how I was able to get here in the first place. This early morning. But once I rest, I can bring it back.
Just the cat eyes in the hallway.
It's so great.
It's okay. When he yawns afterwards, you just see the red open mouth, and it's the most hilarious thing.
Yeah.
I saw it earlier, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. I gotta pee again. I'll be right back.
Okay.
My poor girl. Oh, God.
Yeah. Seems like things are,
You whacked her on the head.
yes.
Oh, but she got free.
So, what... I don't think Ogif told you that, never mind. That's where I need to clarify a thing with Willow.
That's... Oh. I'm wearing these for a different reason now.
But actually it kind of checks out now that I think about it. I could see how that could be, you know.
A positive spin. I know for a fact I know fucking Shadow Speak now because I spoke it as a child.
You may not remember it though.
I just did.
So watching a memory of yourself doesn't mean that you are regaining that memory. You know?
Well, we haven't really specified what this is all
Yeah.
about. Like, is
Yeah,
this
but, like,
unlocking memories, reliving memories, retain, like, you know.
Exactly.
We haven't quite specified what this is. Either way,
yeah.
at some point.
Oh yeah, at some point
Some
you
point.
definitely knew it. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor girl.
It's rough, but
Oh. Welcome to Aaron's. Poor girls. Oh my gosh. I'm like too in the moment to be taking notes. Like I'll have to rewatch this later. Be like,
Yeah.
reliving it again. Like, okay, what did I miss?
yeah, exactly.
Because
Rewatch
this
it and
is
be like,
you know that offer for like snacks and stuff you did at one point? Can you send me alcohol? I need that right now. I need that right now.
Just a DoorDash a handle.
Oh, oh god.
What I miss?
Nothing.
Yeah, just chatting. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a pro and a con to not really like fleshing out a character and seeing what happened. Sometimes it takes turns in ways you didn't know it could. Like child torture.
Don't you love when that happens?
Oh.
That's the best way to make a character, you know? One sentence, and then you roll with it.
Well, that's apparently how my character
That's how I got Thursdays.
Yeah. I
Well,
cannot
honestly,
count
that's the
how
way
many.
I do my characters now because I fully fleshed out a character, in-depth backstory. She
Mhm.
died 5 minutes into her my first campaign.
Yep.
5 minutes in, she became zombie food. She was gone. Every character I've made ever since, there's just the construct of the character. I
Yeah.
was like, let's see, we'll figure it out as we go. And they, I mean, I wouldn't call this thriving in this circumstance, but thriving.
Hey man, at least you didn't spend months building a character to have it possessed by an evil god. That's free lit, you know.
That one was a painful one.
That was a sad one.
I tried to hit the amulet out of your hand.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna try and
Like-
throw it, but also at the same time, what was I supposed to do if I threw it? I'd still have to go and get it. You know,
I
as
mean,
soon as I let go of that amulet, the
the
fucking
set-
Lady of the Woods is gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Which honestly, I would say you being possessed is a better outcome than the Lady of the Woods getting the amulet.
Yes, and I'm also gonna message Grim because so we have ways of modifying who we are as a witch. And I'm wondering if when I get my character back, is it gonna be different?
Probably.
And am I gonna have to try and reverse it, or am I just gonna roll with it? That's kind of the
Or just take what you got now and wing it.
because it's a risk every time you do it, right?
Yeah.
There's a chance it goes horribly wrong and you just explode, more or less. Not quite how, you know. I'm gonna ask and see if Grim's gonna modify it, and I think that'd be funny as fuck. I'm kind of sad that he took it out of my my parties tab though, so I no longer have her character sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Or I think I still have access to the character sheet, but he had it all filed in the party, and it's no longer in the party.
Oh.
Like, damn, that's
That's rude.
Yeah, we basically need a wish spell apparently. I'm like, well, that's I don't know how I'm gonna get that.
This was still a big brain thing to do. Still proud of it.
Yeah.
I'll keep getting up to fill this fucker up. I just do that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaylee, if you want to share traumatic stories.
Trauma bonding. Yeah.
Spoiler, they both involve children.
Yeah.
We're not done.
Oh.
Anyway. Eris, you sit there looking into your parents' eyes. Tears streaming down her face. Shame. Guilt. It flash. See her sitting on the altar. Very pregnant. You gotta be sitting at the edge of the. See her shackled, just as you saw yourself.
It's okay. You failed me. But your sister'll do better. Am I really? not fragile. A vermin, stay.
Flashback out as you see her almost trying to block that out. You saw this too, Avella.
Mhm. Am I still in essentially her body watching, or am I
No,
like?
you guys are flashing in and out of your own vision to these different visions.
Gotcha.
Right now, you're back in your own.
Okay, so just for the clarification, are we reliving memories, unlocking memories?
Yes.
Like,
Except for
Okay.
that most recent one.
okay, so do I know Shadow Speak now?
No,
Since I
you were
spoke
never.
it?
You were never taught it.
Why the fuck did I say it then?
Say what? Oh, that.
You said earlier I spoke Shadow
you were,
Speak.
You weren't explained what you were saying. Basically, he
You're
told
still
you
sad.
exactly what to say.
Fuck this!
Zugatama doesn't see you as a person who's worthy of knowledge. He sees you
Okay,
simply as a key.
Their parent was there for pretty well most
Do you think that she wanted to teach you Shadow Speak, the language of Zugatami's
I mean, at
lair?
least then she'd understand a little bit. Like, hey, this is what he's trying to teach you. Like, we can't have that. You need to understand the danger.
Part of the story, isn't it? Anyway,
The sister part. I'm assuming she has an actual sister.
no, she does. Eris does have a sister. Eris has a sister who is also her father.
I see.
Because he was saying it to her and saying soon.
Gotcha.
I couldn't let him have you. Decades I searched. Decades we hid. It never. Until got you away from. I wanted you as far away from mother as possible. He did nothing but hurt you, torture you. There is balance that needs to be upheld. Doesn't wish for only wants chaos. The rule supreme, drive the world to madness. He will use you in whatever way he can. As long as he needs what he wants. They're not his children. They're merely flesh bags to him, with the key to his release. And at this moment, you start to notice scarring across their entire, all the skin that is revealed. You see cuts, slashes, gouges, scars everywhere.
Is there a way to keep him sealed here forever?
Needs sleep. Slumber's the only one. Have yet to find a way to kill him.
Have you tried other deities? Oh.
Why don't you go ahead and make me an insight check?
Me? Or
Either of you. I didn't think so.
Flat or
Huh?
flat, disadvantage, advantage, just
What?
you said insight?
Yo. They're very hard to read. They seem just really desperate. Get Eris to understand. At this point, you start to hear. We have to leave. Hurry. And she'll reach out, touch both of you on the shoulder, and cast Fly. No. I'll hold him off. You need to go. The visions, Eris. Where to go?
I feel like she, for once, Novella, it's just Eris is very quiet as she quickly embraces this person again.
Suddenly also remember their name because, well, heard it now.
As she's like embracing her real quick, she kind of whispers in her ear, I'll find you. I'll come back. And then let's go. We'll grab Uvella's hand and take off.
I have a quick question before you grab my hand. I remember last time we were in this plane, the magic that I tried to use didn't work.
Didn't?
Or some of it did, but not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and wait? I don't know where they're both from. Never mind, it's not gonna work. Alright. I was gonna try and cast banishment on them so they go back to their home plane, but if they're from here, it's not gonna work.
Banishment reappears in front of you. Shit!
I know it worked for me,
Well,
but
oh, look.
And if I'm
Actually, before she lets them go,
not... Mm-hmm.
she's gonna give her something.
Yep.
Something she's held on for a little while now. A very, very pretty feather.
You hand off the feather that is pristine white through most of it with the red tip. She'll take it. He immediately puts it in the back of her hair, nestling it in the back. And as you turn to As you're turning to leave, she stands up straight, turns around, and you watch her reach out with both hands and these two long curved daggers here. You guys can see it through the demeanor you're trying to put up. Her hand. Fly off toward. You're about a minute of flying. Here.
You vermin! You let her go!
A few minutes pass. Break the top. You get a chance to see what's above the darkness. As you go through and here in the room. Center of the room where Okif is here currently.
Just the two of us, I assume.
Yep, only two of you. Okif. You're sitting with Cyric. It's maybe been a minute. And suddenly you see this large red portal suddenly appear right in the center of the room. You watch as both Uvela and Eris come tumbling through. Right as the fly ends on you guys. As soon as you step through, it stays open for a little while. You can hear something from behind the portal. Eris, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Also, I completely forgot about something until I was looking. I've been wearing a ring of mind shielding this whole time.
I'm aware. We went over this.
I didn't really, I totally forgot about it until I was looking. I was like, wait, what does that do again? And then I pulled it up. I was like, oh. Okay, what was I doing?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Don't feel me now. 18.
You quickly take your hands out and think for a second. For the first time ever, Okif, you see this almost serious expression. This person who looks older. And you hear in this hissed tone, "Sus!" as she spins her hand as the portal closes. I now need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, not to pass it out.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for it.
Poof! And she Taco Bell's on the floor.
Dum. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
You guys good?
We're alive. I mean, Eris is probably kind of fucked up. Kind of gestures to Eris on the floor. I guess it's only fair that you know too. So Eris is like,
I have an advantage on those.
You do?
oh yeah, because the Eris thing.
Ambrosia.
Advantage on those for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Wait a minute. I am gone. Oh my god.
Good
I roll it
God.
I
again.
will wait then, hold on.
Just roll it once.
Oh, just roll it once.
Roll it flat
Okay.
again.
Oh, okay. Please, for the love of God. 20.
I'll say you drop down to a knee. You have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh god, I'm gonna pass out.
As you drop down, you feel this magic drain you that you remember you used to be able to do so easily.
So you remember that scene where Okif was just screaming? Like a lower level of that.
I'm gonna cast silence so we don't get in trouble with
I was
our.
just gonna say, do you have silence?
I got you, bro. So she can have her little rage cage right over there.
Yeah.
As Cyric sees this, Cyric kind of just gets up, walks into the silence, walks up behind her, kneels down, and just kind of puts an arm on her shoulder and kind of pulls her in. Just kind of like he would with his own kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Velo will walk over to Okif. Just say, you missed all the juice. Eris is basically created from Zugatamoi and some
Mm-hmm.
elf-like creature. I didn't really get their name. But yeah, from what I gathered, she was being used to try and release Zugatamoi.
Sugatomy.
Zuggy.
Sucky.
Buddy, I would watch your words. Names have power, and that feels a bit insulting.
Oh yeah, it's not. yeah. She was basically being used like a battery to try and release him. And she got damn close, and then somehow got away. Thanks to that man in green, woman in green, person in green.
Okay.
The thing in green. Sorry, the kinda weird.
Wait, who are you talking about right now?
Your mother, sister.
Mother, sister, father.
Yeah.
Your mother, sister, father.
Ay. But yeah, so we went back to his plane, saw some visions of that stuff I just described, and then he found us.
Okay.
We flew away. They stayed to protect us. I'm gonna assume that no sound passes in or out. I'm gonna assume she's probably dead.
That's requires certain components that you cannot use right now.
For what?
Just trying to cast a spell in the
Oh, it's silence. Yeah.
yeah, you can't cast it in there.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
You're getting busted. While this is going on, Cyric is just trying to, he can't verbally coax you, but he's just trying to calm you. Being there feels almost as if when Loki was around when you were little. Anyway. Go ahead again, Uvala.
Yeah, knowing that no sound goes in or out, I will say, yeah, they're probably dead. Judging by how worried they were about facing off. It's possible they're alive, but
Okay.
I'm not hopeful.
Yeah. Hopefully they are, but
Then again, they might also be the only way that he could get out now that Eris is with us. Apparently they have the same ability to be able to possibly
Okay.
get him out. So we might need to worry about that. So we might keep him alive for that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot to unpack.
Oh, also, nobody knows how to kill the dude because he's God. I mean, gods can be killed, supposedly. But the only way that anyone knows to deal with this one would be to put him to sleep. I can put things to sleep, but probably not things that powerful.
Likely not a god like that.
Oh, magic also probably doesn't work against him.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and Ares was tortured as a kid.
Okay.
Ubella doesn't laugh. I'm laughing.
I know. I know. Yeah, that's a lot. I guess we'll have to come up with a plan of how to subdue him and, keep him somewhere or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, the only powers that I know would be strong enough would be other gods.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on speaking terms with mine, but I don't know if they're willing to help out that much.
Yeah, and then you get into the complicated which god is more powerful and has effects on the others, and
Yeah, and also when you go to another god's like area, they're generally more powerful because of that. But if we get like a couple, we could try like Carter is on pretty good terms with mine. They could come together maybe. But again, we don't really have a good line. It looks like he kind of has given up, which sucks. He'll come around though. I'm sure of it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's up to you at this point. We could either keep protecting Eris or...
Yeah, no, I think we should, if possible.
Also, nice double tap. I saw it from different angles. It was pretty good.
I didn't double tap. I should have
double tapped. Yeah.
No, I don't say that in character.
I was gonna say, good thing she can't hear you right now.
That's why I'm saying this as open as I am.
Honestly, that wouldn't even been the concern. It was the insulting her mother.
Yeah, mother, father, sister.
Glad it was specified
Probably brother as well.
that she cannot hear that.
Yeah, you can't hear anything right now.
Yeah, no, I was out there on a quest, so didn't know who she was or what she was. She just appeared out of a portal and was told to deal with something that was coming out of the portal.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that was the only thing that came out of the portal, because
Yeah.
Oh, also, he at one point he got his arm chopped off, so that might be somewhere in the world.
Huh. Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
Could be useful, because then we could inspect it potentially, but also, who knows how many years ago that was.
Lot.
Okay.
Ares is also pretty old.
Actually, when she came out of the portal, it was merely minutes before she got thwapped over the head.
No, I'm talking
Okay.
because she opened the portal twice, right? Is that what I got? Once for Zagatomoi, he put his arm through and it wavered.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
there was
chopped his arm
that
off.
time. That was a very long time ago. Yeah,
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
okay.
So his arm's somewhere out around. No idea where.
Wait, so you're saying that was at the same spot?
No, so she had like a little altar that she would like do stuff in. Opened a portal. Zagatmoy put his arm through. She lost concentration on the portal. It chopped his arm off. This was when she was a little kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go forward like 100 years. She made another portal, gets out, and that's when you bonked her on the head.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So that other arm is who knows where, how long ago. But I can imagine that it would make some sort of weird stuff happen. Maybe look for in like history books of like weird people going crazy in this area 100 or so years ago.
Couldn't hurt.
Could also be a wrong time frame, but Eris is old as fuck too.
Yeah, you're young. In the scheme of things, at least. But. I guess that makes sense for her random bouts of sanity every now and then.
Kind of look in. She's still yelling. Okay.
Cyric's still there holding her. Trying to calm her. Just trying to be there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he's only seen the child-esque version of Eris. He's like, oh, she reminds me of Lai. I need to make her feel okay to help her.
Yeah. At that point, I think I would walk into the silence circle. Put a hand on Eris's shoulder, but Eris might have a thing.
Yeah, you can unmute now, Eris. Just don't be screaming, because technically nobody can hear you. Also, you technically wouldn't be able to cast the invisibility because you don't have the verbal components to do it because you're in a zone of silence.
Most of your spells probably need verbal.
I'll specifically look, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, VSM, verbal, somatic, and material.
Okay, hold on.
Trying to dispel the silence sphere. Like, no, can't do that either.
There's only like 10 spells that don't have verbal components.
Yeah, I will say on your spell list, Eris, you have catnap. You can go to sleep. So that is it. I gave a quick once over. You only have catnap.
Okay, because well, that would.
Yeah, all your spells require.
Okay, that's great. I love how like this does not say what's required. It says the word components, but then it shows nothing.
Yeah, it's loaded into a different area on Roll20. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know about the mobile version. But
I had a thought. I just want to like.
It seems like
I want to
mobile's
actually read it on
so.
here since I can't read it in the. Well, maybe I can read it. Hold on.
If you go to that site that I tell you guys to look at for, all D&D related stuff, it has all your spells in it.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind. Would have been pretty cool, but never fucking mind. Because someone had to be a bitch.
I'm just trying to get us not kicked out.
Yeah, you need to not be screaming in fucking inn that we haven't been at for more than 4 hours.
Oh, so you get your moment, but she don't get hers. Cool. Cool.
So mine
Cool.
was
I
out
see
in
how
a
it is.
field
I see how it is.
in public
Mhm.
in an area that we are not new people to. Like,
Mhm.
Anyway,
very different circumstances.
I guarantee you aren't screaming for 10 plus minutes. You ain't gonna have a voice afterwards.
No, she wasn't. Hold on. What did you send me?
That is list of all of them, which tells you what components they need. That's the artificer spell list.
Thank you.
So basically match it up to what you have in your sheet and it'll tell you what it needs.
Gonna save that for later.
Anyway, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, but Ogif would walk into the silence and just also put his hand on Eris's shoulder.
I wonder how that goes.
Well, is going to sleep.
God damn.
Bro, it's been a day and a half, you know?
That is fair.
I'm aware, but god damn.
Well, considering there's a spell, it's not fuck all I can do now, is there?
Not
I mean, once you stop screaming, she'll drop the silence. It's just, or 10 minutes. But if you're still screaming after 10 minutes, she'll cast it again.
Not only will she cast it again, you won't have a voice to continue screaming. It'll be
Then I shouldn't scream for that long.
You will not have vocal cords.
Yeah, they'll be shredded.
You're like, trust
Yeah,
me.
Ogif's were shredded in like 2 minutes at most.
But I mean, she's also got demigod blood. So.
No, that does not help your vocal cords. Everything has a
God,
limit.
they're fickle. We don't know how they work.
I do.
That's why we're fighting that.
You know what? Fuck it. I was using this last night during the fucking game we were playing. I'm using this right now because Eris is going through it. Here you go. Kay loves this playlist.
Oh no, the bot broken.
Turn it back on. Put my ambience back.
Oh, it's fortunate.
Come on.
Not the vibe I was gonna go for.
You could use this for that still. It's called emotions.
know. Oh no. No, it was not soft emotions. It was not sad emotions that I was thinking.
Hey, Willow, I think you're the last person that can say turn the bot back up.
True.
Huh?
After every Thursday, every Sunday game, oh, I have the bot muted.
You literally just said, this is what I was playing instead on Thursday.
Oh.
Because I muted the bot.
Yeah, but it
I'll
didn't
just do it
fit
again.
what she was going for.
Honest. I'm just trying to think of what Eris would even do at this point. So that was a lot.
She might be fried and
Kinda like.
as soon as that silence orb drops, Cyric's just gonna kind of look down and be like, "Want to lay down?" If you want, I will sit with you.
Yeah, I feel like she'll shake her head no, like she doesn't want to go to bed. Like she does not want to go to sleep or lie down.
Kind of looks over at Uvella. Is it up?
Is what up? Oh.
I don't know what's up with you.
Got it.
If you got 24 hours, I can get it up. I have another one, but that's if we're planning on staying for a while. Are we planning on staying here for a while, or are we moving on?
Do you only need to rest for it to be back, Ravello?
The one I've been using for this last week and a half, yes.
Okay.
I have another one that will last a lot longer, but cost a lot more.
No, I think that's fine. You go to sleep. I'll stay up with Eris. Cyric, if you would like to, you're more than welcome to as well.
What I can do, actually. Never mind, I don't have iron, powdered iron that's worth 100 gold. A lot of iron.
Yeah, he doesn't move from the floor if you don't move from the floor.
Mm. Let's see. Well, given earlier, she'll probably get up and just kind of look at him and just be like, I don't want to be in here.
Right. Remember, you have 3 levels of exhaustion, by the way. Yeah, your Eris is pretty fucked up right now.
Oh. That means she wouldn't have had advantage on the con save.
We're bypassing that. We're way too far.
I know.
right now.
Yeah, I just... Sorry, side brain.
We go out to the main area and sit.
She'll just kind of nod her head and slowly move that way.
We'll look at you, Okif.
He'll just nod.
I'll come wake you if I need you.
Okay.
They'll walk with Eris out to the main area. I will say this, if Eris doesn't sleep tonight, she gets another level. And then we're down to half movement. Or is that half HP at that point?
I think 3 is half movement, 4 is half HP. No, 0 movement, I think. I don't remember.
3 is disadvantage
No,
on
0
attack
movement's
rolls.
5.
Half hit point
She'll
maximum.
probably sit at the table that she last saw her father at. Just kind of sit in the chair and then, like, lay her head on the table, like, you're like arms crossed, kind of laying on them.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a con save not to fall asleep?
Oh, she's definitely gonna fall asleep here.
Alright. Then, perfectly. That is where we are going. As you guys wake up in your room, you don't see Cyric or Eris out here. Eris, you wake in the morning. You find a piece of parchment underneath your arms and face.
a very gorgeous long white feather and a red tip. As you're kind of watching Cyric kind of nod off, but keeps shaking it away. And you notice that he's got the scythe in his lap, waiting for anyone to test him.
Oh shit.
You may remove 1 level of exhaustion. And for those of you who are watching and are interested in continuing to watch, or anyone who watches this at a later date,
Would the 24-hour thing be gone now?
no, it's 24 hours, so it'll be at the beginning of the next evening.
Oh, okay.
We will be continuing this specific campaign unless there are things that come up in 2 weeks. Next
31st of May.
31st of May. Next week will be the Southern Kingdoms Origins campaign, aka Sharice Ajlan's origin campaign.
So what does the note say?
I'll message that to you
Oh.
because that's about a page long.
Oh.
But I would like to thank all of the people who came in and jumped in to start watching. Tech support for keeping an eye on the stream, making sure everything's going well. Any
Love
viewers
you,
who...
tech support.
Yes, tech support, you're amazing. Thank you.
Big support is best support.
And as always, please have a wonderful night, wonderful day, and I won't be an ass here. Don't forget to smile, guys. There's always something to look at in the world. Something brighter.
This stream is sponsored by Daddy.
Like Daddy.
Good night,
Mhm.
folks.
Heck for